And we're live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Call of the Abyss. A little reminder, this is an 18 plus stream, so if you are not 18 plus, please click out now. That said, I'm going to start introducing our colorful cast of members, starting with me. I am Reina, playing as Scarlett Lian. Next up is... God damn it, guys! Seriously! Bully?
Hello, I'm Bully. I will be playing Toledo the Banu Hakim.
Hey, I'm Ethan. I'll be playing Fletcher Wright, the Gangrel War veteran.
You're muted, Lou.
I'm Lou and I'll be your storyteller this evening. Oh god. Bit of a recap before we start this episode. In our previous session, the coterie faced the most troublesome Elysium they've had up to date. Plotting kindred, panicking neonates, and a very unhappy Justicar, all put together in a setting designed to instill the control of the tower. Lady Lucin questioned every single lick present at Elysium and gave out punishments like candy. Of course, many questioned internally whether they deserved such treatment, but none dared to say anything out loud, except for our coterie, that is. The evening proceeded with a bit of tension growing in behind the scenes, especially with the prince actively getting to know his citizens better. The meeting concluded, and the gang decided to head to the church haven to perhaps regroup and take a breather from the series of events that followed them. Unfortunately, the actions they've taken have consequences that undoubtedly come back to them one way or another. Toledo faced yet another strange entity, a new one, that questioned him about his faith and beliefs in a trance, while Scarlett found herself powerless as the shadows wrapped their tendrils around her mentor. Fletcher received a message from Alice's phone letting him know that she is in a stable condition, but not truly conscious. The group was harshly reminded that they still need to retrieve the kidnapped Claudia. Though they are facing these repercussions from the recent nights, let's keep in mind that they have successfully gotten away with their crimes with very minor injuries. We ended the episode with Kevin Jackson and Lucinda in a quick encounter with members from the Human Resistance, the Second Inquisition. What happens next to our coterie? Let's find out as we pick up the scene with all of you following Claudia's trail. You guys are now in a car. I believe Fletcher is driving. Is there any conversation happening between the three of you as we remember that one of you did not want to come along?
Fletcher is just quiet, gripping the car handle. If his knuckles would turn white, but they're probably the same shade that his skin is currently, as over the past few nights his complexion has become more and more corpse-like. He is deadly silent.
We're following using... I forgot how we're following. Are you doing the trail? Okay, yeah. Toledo's just down to business, just giving directions as his focus is on the ritual, leading them to their target.
Sure. The trail leads you there as you quietly sit there doing your own things, perhaps each of you thinking of your own individual agendas. Eventually, you get to Alice's place and you follow the trail. Well, actually, you came from Alice's place. And you guys make your way to the north part of Chicago. Actually, the same trail of which you guys were following the previous evening, or one of the previous evenings, with Genghis. The little white trail, Toledo, leads you to the same little abandoned, decrepit house in the suburbs, a few miles south of the airport. You guys passed through this house before you went to get Genghis by the airport.
I believe she is in here.
Let's go. Don't waste any time.
Yeah, Toledo will get out a knife. Look at it in his non-dominant hand, but keep in step with Fletcher.
I'm just gonna trail along behind them.
You guys doing this stealthily, or you're just gonna waltz in there?
I'll use Vanish actually, just in case it's a hostage type scenario. I'll stay with them though.
I'm gonna barge in.
Do not get hungry.
I'm just
There's a
trailing
door.
him.
I'm just gonna slam through it.
Sure.
It's a good distraction for our other coterie members anyway.
Sure. Let's see that strength and brawl roll, just to see how much impact you make.
And I look around if there are any people around this time.
Yeah, what's
of
an
night.
awareness?
Jeez.
Is that a crit? 4 successes.
Just 4.
Don't get hungry. Oh, fork. Got 5.
Okay, with 5 successes on a messy crit. As you take a look around, Scarlett, you feel as if... Let's see. Go ahead and roll a 1d10. Three. Hunger. What hunger are you at? Okay. Well, as you take a look around, there's something about this place that makes you just want to feed. Even though you're only at 1 hunger, your beast comes out as a hunger compulsion kicks in. It tells you that you need to feed right now before you leave the scene. But even at 1 hunger, you can still feel it kicking inside of you, screaming at you, letting you know that it is there. With 4 successes, Fletcher, as you just body your way through the front door, I assume?
Yep. No, we're not wasting any time. Push my way through anything in my way.
Yeah, I'm gonna say with those 4 successes, you just barge in and you break the door wide open as the wood kind of splinters everywhere. And it is actually not that dark inside, so you can actually see. Scarlett, with those 5 successes, you can tell that nobody is inside. No movements, nor no strange anything there.
Well, nobody's inside.
Good.
I'll just continue following wherever the trail leads.
The trail leads to a sort of, as you go inside along with Fletcher, you can see that there's a staircase on the left-hand side. This is an old, suburban house. It's 2-story. On the left is a staircase that heads upstairs, but the trail goes behind the staircase to the back and behind that staircase, and it descends upon a basement sort of way, and you can see the white trail sort of lead there. As you make your way down, I assume Fletcher and Scarlett are just following. You can see.
Yeah, I'll. Even though I'm obfuscated.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You're
I could
obfuscated.
talk in a whisper to them to say this way.
That's still creepy.
You get used to it when you hang with the Nos for a while.
As you guys make your way down, you can tell that it is just dark. This part of the house is dark. There's no lights or anything like that. As you make your way down, Toledo, quietly, I assume you have Silence of Death on. You make your way to the bottom of this sort of cold and damp basement. You hear sobbing immediately the moment your foot steps on the very floor of the basement itself, and you hear sobbing sort of echoing from the other corner of the place.
I'd like to scan the basement with Sense the Unseen.
Absolutely. As you turn your auspex on, calling upon the power of the preternatural senses, you can see that there's no wardings here, there's no ghosts or anything magical. It is mundane.
I'll proceed.
Okay. So you make your way in. You can see that there is sort of a playhouse or like a pen for a small child. There are toys scattered everywhere on the ground. On the far end of the room, there is a small bed, and you can see that there is a figure of a little girl simply sitting there with a teddy bear, clutching a teddy bear in her arms. Dark-haired girl with light blue eyes. But she sobs quietly.
I'm going to activate Blush of Life.
Okay, go ahead and let's see that rouse check. Ooh, nice.
Lucky. And I'll just approach the pain. Make sure that she can see me. Claudia. Hey.
She stops sobbing as she kind of tilts her head up just a little bit. You can tell that her eyes are completely running with tears.
Hey, Claudia, recognize me?
As you approach her, you need to go ahead and make a charisma. And I want to say persuasion roll here just for the remainder of this scene to see how she reacts to you. Also, you have a penalty for dealing with mortals.
I have -1 dice on that check.
Yeah.
Because my humanity gives me -2 dice to interact with kind.
Told you. Let's see that roll.
You always default
You-
have at least one.
Wait,
Okay.
how much dice do you have?
You'd roll.
Negative
He has
one.
-1 dice.
Oh, you
But-
have at least one die every single
Yeah,
roll.
you always have at least one to roll.
That's good to know.
You can always bet she'll fail this. Keep things interesting.
I might rouse the... Oh, no way. No way. I'm going to
you're
rouse
too
the blood on this one, actually.
Really?
Yeah. This is an important roll. Lucky.
Ooh. Nailing these rouse checks.
Just charisma. -3.
Oh no.
Nothing.
Okay. Oh, you rolled performance?
I have 0 in all of those, so I just
Okay,
picked the
alright.
closest one with 0.
Okay. No worries. With 0 success, as you approach her, you can see her move quickly away from you as she quickly peels into the corner of her bed as she kind of pulls the blanket over her body as she begins shivering. She begins to cry again. Toledo and Scarlett, do you guys do anything in this moment as you can see Fletcher sort of approach this little girl and
Scare her. I'm gonna touch Fletcher, like his shoulder. And do you want me to try? We have to get her out of here somehow. She might.
Yeah, just get her out of here.
Yeah. Okay. I'll. God. Blush of Life. Failed that. And I'm gonna approach the girl, crouch down to her level, making sure not to show her my hand. activate awe.
You're gonna use awe on this little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And go like, hey, come on, your mom. What's your name, Claudia?
For the remainder of the scene, go ahead and roll a charisma and persuasion. You have a negative because of your compulsion.
Yeah.
And I believe, well, you
Persuasion,
don't.
charisma.
You're not gonna use your limbs here, so you don't get that penalty. But yeah, you do get a -2 because of your compulsion.
Persuasion, charisma. So.
Okay. With 4 successes, you can see that her eyes perk up the moment you say mother or mom or whatever you mention. But then her eyes dart towards Fletcher once again as he stands there alongside you, Scarlett. You can tell that she is in fear.
It's okay. Come on. Come on, this is... It's your Uncle Fletcher, right?
She says nothing. She just kind of shivers in that corner. But you can tell that she is perhaps drawn to you, perhaps only because of your awe.
I'm gonna turn to Fletcher like... I don't have experience dealing with children, but she's obviously scared of you. Did she see anything?
No, she's not scared of me. She's just spooked. That's all.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
get her to her mom.
Let's get her.
Her mum's in no condition to take care of her.
Hey, Claudia. So your mom told me that you can sleep over with us for a while. I don't know how to deal with children, Toledo.
Let's take her to the church.
I don't want her anywhere near any of us.
Sister Isadora could take care of her.
Do you trust her?
With our lives.
I'm putting a hell of a lot of faith in you in this, Toledo.
I am very much open to other options as well. But to my knowledge, neither of you have anyone remotely trustworthy in your lives.
That's right.
So who takes the girl?
I'm just waiting for permission from Fletcher.
Just be gentle.
Do that. I don't know if you know if Miss Summers has any other family that perhaps she'd be better off with.
I haven't met any of them. We didn't really bring up the subject of family.
So we could take her to the hospital and have the doctors find other emergency contacts or something. I don't know, whatever you're most comfortable with. If you think she's still in danger and she's better off with Sister Isadora, or if you think this girl needs to be with her family.
If Genghis and Balthazar can find them, I'd rather they be safe. Let's go with Sister Isadora.
Yeah, sister knows how to speak. Or kind, anyway.
Very well. I'll have her prepare.
So what do you think, Claudia? Let's go?
You guys can tell without a roll, you probably need to perhaps pick her up as she is traumatized from her previous experience.
I'm gonna pick her up, put her like arms around my neck and pick her up with one arm because obviously my other hand has been cut off, and I'm just trying to not show her that my hand is cut off.
If I still had my arm, I'd let her play with it to keep entertained, but
That's
well,
not.
here we are.
Yeah, I don't know anything about children, but I know that's not something you do, Toledo.
I would have loved it as a kid, but all right, let's get in the car. Let's head to the church.
I would love
Right.
one as a kid, but not an arm.
You guys find yourselves back at the car. The Claudia makes no resistance as she is just a tiny human. As you kind of pile into the car, she quietly sobs in a little corner by herself.
I'm gonna put her on my lap and then just try and sing a Russian lullaby. See if it calms her down. I don't know anything about American lullaby.
She remains quiet.
Scarlett, that's creepy.
What the hell? This is a Russian lullaby. It's very calming to me.
It's even creepier coming from you for some reason. I don't know. I don't like this.
I don't deal with children, you know that. I'm an only child.
I had no childcare experience either until you came in my life, and look at me now.
Look what I turn out to be now.
Yeah, good point. What do you like to eat? I will ask the child.
She remains quiet.
Are you hungry? When was the last time someone fed you?
She shivers in this moment. As she looks up at you, Toledo, I imagine you're looking back from your seat. Go ahead and roll your wits and insight.
Three.
With 3 successes, you can tell that there is definitely fear in her eyes. More so than that, it's as if she can't talk. And she is not able to communicate with you properly. Also, with those 3 successes, you can tell she hasn't eaten in perhaps a day or 2.
How old is she?
She's about 4 or 5 years old.
What's up?
Well, this is Bully who knows nothing, can't stand kids. Think of how to feed a 5-year-old.
Same.
I feel like Toledo would even know more than I do in real life.
What's...
They can eat pizza, can't they?
No, what the hell is wrong with what the hell,
They'll
bully?
figure it out.
Right?
No!
5's like a kid, not like
Yeah.
a tot. Like they can have food.
No, they can only have baby
No.
formulas and processed foods.
No, they can only...
Kidding.
They,
They can eat pizza.
I don't
not-
know.
They can eat pizza.
They've got like
They can
3
eat regular human
teeth.
food.
Okay, 5's a human. Okay, yeah. All right, he's gonna get a pizza order to the church then. Have it waiting.
Okay.
Also, the Sister Isadora probably knows a lot more about this stuff.
children.
She's an
She's a
actual nun. I'm
sister.
sure she'd worked with children at some point. I'll give her sort of the details too. We rescued this kid. We're gonna have to watch her for a little bit. Set
Sure.
up a place at the church.
Are you texting her this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, she remains there quietly for the rest of the ride. crying to herself as Scarlett sings the creepy Russian lullaby.
Hey, it's not creepy. Stop it. And it's I don't know. I'm just trying to like pat her back.
Go
or
to
something.
sleep, little baby.
Hey, they are full of important lessons for children. Like,
Yes.
don't wander off.
Yes, or you'll
Those
get
Baba
eaten by
Yaga.
the
Yeah.
Who
wolves.
eats you?
Exactly.
You know the Russian version lullaby of the lullaby of the Russian variety is, you know, Dead by Daylight, the Huntress, the one she's humming. That's basically it. Bayou,
That's what I was picturing. Yeah, that's
But you are not helping my case at all about it not being creepy.
I'm trying.
It's
I don't know anything
you
about
picked
you.
a killer from Dead by Daylight as your example.
I'm trying. It's the
Anyway.
old. It's the Russian lullaby. What do you want me to do?
Is there any other conversation between Toledo and Fletcher as Scarlett sings Killer's Lullaby behind? Try to terrify and traumatize this child even more. Okay, well, the scene picks up at the church haven then as all of you kind of exit out of your vehicles with Claudia in hand. You can find Sister Isidora there sitting quietly with a pizza box next to her side on a church pew. There's not a lot of people here anymore. It's only her and Minister Thomas here. She sits there with her sort of nun outfit. She kind of looks at all of you up and down. This is the first time she's seen you, I believe, injured.
Is this the same night?
This is after Elysium.
Yeah, it is. Dang. Yeah, probably. Sister, this is what's her name again?
Claudia.
Claudia. Claudia, this is Sister Isadora. She's gonna take care of you for a little bit.
Her jaws
And,
drop.
what's that? She's got pizza?
Wow, that's so amazing.
That is one
Okay,
cool
sister, just
nun.
please,
Yes,
just
yes,
mistake
I-
her.
Someone's spoiled.
Scarlett, will you
Yeah,
carry the child inside?
Okay, I'm carrying the child inside.
Toledo's gonna stay back with Fletcher for a moment. So how do you want to handle this?
They're already dead. What is there left to handle?
The girl? Her mother?
We just have to wait until she makes a full recovery. Well, maybe never fully.
Seems like they're well on their way.
They're alive. And that's... That's... a lot.
That's good.
Yeah.
And the kid's alive too. Thanks to you, and that's also good.
I just don't get it, Toledo. I didn't go after their people, their families, their things. Why would they do that?
They've strayed far from what makes us decent. Sure, you've seen it time and time again.
Yeah, but... They set themselves up to die, Toledo. They came in there expecting me to play ball.
That's because they thought you were as bad as them. They thought you cared more about pure self-preservation than the lives of some human. That was probably their biggest mistake. I'm glad they were wrong about that. I'm glad there's still enough of you left to where you're able to prioritize these things.
If this ever happens to you or Scarlett, you need to tell me immediately, because I don't want either of you to ever feel like this.
To have someone we care about harmed?
In danger, yes.
We both know it's going to happen.
Not if I can help it.
Right there with you. Luckily, I don't think Scarlett cares about anyone but herself, so she's probably safe. We keep a pretty close eye on the ones I care about.
I never thought I'd say this, Toledo, but I appreciate your ability to find humor in the darkest moments.
Sometimes it's all we got. Well, I have my faith, but it's a nice backup.
Yeah.
Speaking of Scarlett, I need to address what we were dealing with earlier before we found out about all this. She is blood bonded to some sort of entity that resides in the labyrinth.
The fact that this nothing surprises me anymore with anything going on. How do we deal with this, Toledo? You are the most knowledgeable out of all of us on this.
There's two ways. One, you kill whatever she's bonded to,
All right.
and it won't be a problem anymore. I don't know how things went for you in the labyrinth, but I haven't quite figured out how to essentially go in there and assassinate something. I was sort of pulled in again, or maybe I was pulled in my head just by sipping her blood. Whatever we're up against, we might need more time and more research before we can destroy it. But we do need to destroy it eventually. But the thing is, I mean, you know how a bond works. Every day we don't, Scarlett works for that thing. And Scarlett's with us. We're all in danger then. Her thing with the others, Brian and Freddie, called her out for not, they bonded to each other. And they pointed out that they weren't bonded anymore. Which leads me to my other solution, which might be one that's I'm less comfortable with, but it is a more immediate and safer solution for now, is that Scarlett's bonded to something else, which will break that previous bond.
Right. Okay.
And I've never bonded anyone, and I don't really care to do so. I like to guide people the old-fashioned way through mentorship and whatnot. But tonight, the second a child was in trouble, someone very important to you, and I didn't hesitate. We were all on board to help you out, and she said she was tired. She didn't feel like doing it. We've been through hell and back for her. And that sort of was eye-opening to me, that after all of that, she still has no desire to do anything to help us or help anyone besides herself. A lot of that has to do with age, I'm sure. But if she's already in a space mentally where she's not really for the coterie, and now she's bonded to something that's actively against us, because the thing got in my head and already tried getting me to be against the rest of you, and I'm not even bonded to it. Bonding her to me might be... Again, I don't agree with the bonds, but it might have some practical uses this time. It might be a way to at least jumpstart her down the correct path, while also protecting her from whatever the hell that thing is.
As much as I abhor this as well, it is technically in her best interest. You're freeing her by enslaving her. And it will be temporary anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I trust myself not to take advantage of the fact that she's bonded to me. I have no desire for her to do my bidding or for her to put herself in harm's way on my behalf.
That's the thing,
Hell,
Toledo.
I've been acting like I've been bonding to her this whole time, the way I've been throwing myself out there, so...
Yeah. You won't have a choice. She'll be doing it anyway.
Yeah. Just, keep me accountable and make sure that, I cut it off when it's time. Because I have a feeling I might get used to her not being so bitchy to me all the time. It might be hard to give that up. But it's something I will need to do.
I'll just remind you that your banter was a lot better when she was talking back. I think that'll
there's
do.
a thing too. I think I'd get bored of Scarlett if she was nice and useful and listened to us. That feels weird.
Don't worry, Toledo. I'm the most against this out of all of us, I think. I'll hold you accountable. You can trust me.
Good.
Fletcher, you receive a text message.
This fucking phone will not stop going off tonight. I swear to God. Who is it this time?
It's not the prince. It's an unknown number. But you know, when there's an unknown number, it's probably
Camarilla or someone. Oh, yeah. What does it say?
A message that says, "Need you to come to a particular location. Orders from the prince."
Why did I take this fucking job? Prince's orders, I gotta get going.
Alright. One way or another, I think I'm
he
going to
also
keep
asked-
Scarlett here during
He also
the
asked for
bonding
Toledo as
process.
well.
No one asked for Toledo as well. Not Scarlett? It's asking for the two of us.
The prince wants, the prince gets. Let me go let Scarlett know where we'll be.
For fuck's sake. I'll get the car started.
I'll head inside, find Scarlett. Sarge just got a message. The prince is requesting his and my presence.
But not me.
No, which either means he's getting us out of the way so he can contact you, or if someone else contacts you,
How would they contact me?
I don't know. Or he's contacting us about you, or about to go talk to him about something you've done. Is there something you've done we should know about? Okay, I'm asking.
You were there with everything that we've done, so, you know.
You like sneaking off? I don't know. Okay, just making sure I don't go in there looking like an ass. Will you stay here until I get back? We still have to deal with your whole thing.
What, the bonded thing?
Yeah. Okay, please do not leave. Understand that you are bonded, which means you are at the beck and call of some evil entity.
And you think that this whole church thing will prevent that?
It's our best bet for now.
They haven't called me in since we got out from the labyrinth. Why do you think that I'll be called?
It hasn't been very long. It's just been a few days.
Too many things have happened. Feels like an eternity.
It really does. Every day with you does. But sit tight. I will be here short. I'll be back. Helps Isidore with the kid. That's gotta be good for you, right? You can help change his diaper or whatever they do. Don't sing like that anymore to the kid. That was fucked up. You sound like a creep.
That's how
I'm sure
I
that
was...
stuff was saying to you, and that's why you have the problems you have. No, I don't want to hear that anymore. Okay, I gotta go by.
I swear to God, I'm gonna...
Don't swear to God in the church.
As both
I'll
of
go.
them walk away, the figure of both the cowboy priest and the gangrel warvet sort of fade away as they take their leave towards an undisclosed address. But the camera remains within the church, as you can see Sister Isidora sort of comforting Claudia in her arms right now. Not in her arms, but she is just seated on a pew, and she seems to be speaking with her. There is just a sort of discomfort with Claudia at the moment, and though she is responsive, she does not say any words. You can see Sister Isidora stand up, and she kind of just gives you the same look she's always given you, a judgmental, motherly, sort of very, very disappointed look.
Don't look at me, that's not my problem.
Seems you have many problems, including your hand and his arm.
The Justicar has found us guilty of a crime, and thus we have been punished.
There's a Justicar in the city.
Yes. We just found out earlier this evening.
Is this her handiwork?
You think I can call a Justicar into the city?
No. Is this your handiwork?
Why would you make that kind of joke?
I've seen him get injured many times, but he'll be able to walk this off quite easily. Especially now that he's gotten away from the Justicar. There's not a lot of encounters with their kind. Where did you find this girl?
She was being held hostage in a decrepit building. She was in the basement in a little playhouse. No, it might have been a while since she's eaten.
She looks hungry, yet she refuses to eat. Did you scare her?
No. Not me. She was frightened of Fletcher, which is kind of odd considering that he's supposed to be dating her mother.
Your kind has a particular effect on them, especially with how far off some of you are.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't have experience with children, or I don't know what they can do to help.
It's best you leave a child out of this world. Our world.
Yeah. Well, you tell Fletcher to leave that child out of the world, because I have no intention of bringing anyone in here.
She kneels and tries to see Claudia eye to eye, but you can just see her sort of sobbing and looking down on the ground as her little feet kind of hang over the church pews on her seat. She looks very limp, very weak, very fragile. But you're at 5 humanities, Scarlett. This doesn't really do anything to you. You don't really care. You're reminded once again that you may be on this downward path, this downward spiral that Sister Isidore is talking about, and it is up to you to decide whether or not you will care for this particular mortal. But Sister Isidore once again gives you that look.
Well, Fletcher cares a lot about this child. And if he cares, then she must be very important. Sister, what can I do to help?
Perhaps you can start with dressing more appropriately in a church.
Oh, I'm not allowed to show my shoulders in church.
She pinches the bridge of her nose. Also, mind your manners. Also, maybe if you could start being more empathetic towards children who look to have been traumatized or have gone through a bit of pain. I'm not quite sure what your background is, but you don't look like you've experienced something like this. She looks like she's gone through something quite recently, something that has temporarily made her unable to speak.
No, I've had personal experience with always seeing my mother being hurt.
All the more than you should relate to her then.
Well, I will try. I'm not really good at children. I'm gonna...
Given Toledo's stories, I'm not sure you're good with any humans at all.
I should... What kind of stories did Father Toledo tell?
He did mention that bar situation a few years back when he first met you.
I was learning how to... I don't know how to hunt. Can you blame me?
Mm-hmm.
Sister, please, I don't need this kind of judgment from you right now. I'm doing my best.
I'm only relaying the story that he's told me many times.
Darn it, Father Toledo. Well, he must have had some embarrassing stories when he was still learning how to hunt.
She thinks to herself. She remains quiet
Oh,
with,
they
a,
are
with a sly smile.
There are some. Oh, sister, you have to tell me at some point. But we have to get this child to eat first.
Do you know where they've gone to?
Something about doing something for the prince in an undisclosed location or something.
I see. And he left you here with me and the child.
Yeah, he said to stay put because this is the safest place I could be.
Very well. This child seems to be afraid of you. So you may go and find something else to do. Perhaps pick up a Bible or something. Perhaps I can enlighten you in the church ways. Do you have any faith? Well, if you do, yeah, what do you have faith in, Miss Scarlett?
I got none.
Wonderful. Please go ahead and pick up that book over there, that Bible.
More homework? Toledo already made me try and read the Bible. So
Yes, and unlike Celia, you have not done any reading so far. I'm surprised you barely passed the academy.
but I still did. So
Yes,
yay
I
me.
assume you cheated, she says under her breath.
Father Toledo was proctoring that exam. He would have told on me if I
It
was
explains a
cheating.
lot.
What?
Please, open the Bible.
Okay.
And as she begins to comfort Claudia even more, she would start giving you a sermon or a lecture or a lesson about the religion of which she believes in. Go ahead and roll your intelligence and occult
I got none of
or
that.
academics. With one success, first of all, you don't pay attention. Second, you have no idea what the hell she's talking about. Some are angels and demons serving as protectors of the weak and redeemers of the sinners or something like that. But it all goes over your head as you don't really care. What you do care about, though, is from the corner of your eye, you see a shadow move quickly and then dissipate as it merges into the wall. Or, excuse me, it moves from the outside and into the building, but it kind of dissipates as it tries to penetrate the wall.
Sister, what's the holiest place in this church?
She punches the bridge of her nose once again. You're standing on it,
Oh.
dear.
Well, I hope you don't mind me sleeping on it. Or staying.
Oh God, no! Please do not sleep here. You will bring the darkness upon us.
The darkness seems to be already upon us.
In any case, she continues reciting whatever she's talking about, and she continues the lesson. The scene cuts away as Toledo and Fletcher make their way to the undisclosed location. You guys find yourselves on not too far from where you're at, actually. As you've been doing a lot of driving, you've grown familiar with the west side of Chicago, and this is perhaps bordering downtown and the west side. This is a rather large warehouse. You're in a sort of a commercial sort of district, lined with warehouses and storage places and whatnot. But you find yourself in one of these buildings. It's about 2, maybe 3 stories high. There are a few trucks sort of lined up outside, 18-wheelers, cargo types. And you can see a black limousine sort of just circling the place as you guys pull up.
What's the protocol here? Do we flag them down or just wait for him to decide to pull over?
Beats me, I don't often get personal invitations like this to these things. Usually it's go here, do this. And it's just that easy.
Okay.
You can
Follow your
see
lead.
a security detail, sort of a man in an all-black outfit, sort of looking like a bodyguard or something. Very well built, like he's from the army or military or something, standing by a nearby door.
All right, I'm gonna get out and approach him. I'm gonna assume that this is the prince's private detail or something.
Yeah, I'll go with.
Sure. The security sort of just takes a good look at both of you. He just nods and sort of lets you in through the door.
All right.
As you guys walk in, you would see that there is a low hanging light that sort of like is swaying left and right, and underneath that, creating this sort of spotlight in this dark warehouse. You can see two individuals tied up back to back on two chairs. They seem to be also well built. They're wearing brown trench coats and whatnot. They look a little disheveled right now, and you can see Damien and Annabelle sort of just standing there with a few other security details around.
Annabelle, Damien, to what do we owe the pleasure?
Prince asked you to come here to extract information from these two. Just you, Fletcher.
Is that right? Damien, is he mistreating you in any way? Because if he's mistreating you, usually this is your job. I have your best interest at heart, Damien. If he's mistreating you,
He just raises an eyebrow. I'm here to observe what you do. Think of this as a test, Fletcher.
so many tests. Tests. 200 years of tests. We love it. Fine. Let me guess, you don't want them dead as well?
Most likely not.
How many of them are there?
The Second Inquisition? Just two.
Okay, so one of them can go, the other one can tell us. Brilliant. What do we need to...
Are we both allowed to help in this, or just Fletcher is supposed to talk to them?
The Prince said, get information from them. We'd like to see how the both of you go about this.
Oh, this is a test. Guess you guys are bored. Alright.
Well,
Can we make this quick? I do have a lot more things to do than... I don't
Why
know.
are you
Sit
here?
with humans.
that's a great question, Annabelle. Why are you here?
Oh, I don't know. I came for a show. Looks like the two of you don't really have that star factor, so now I'm getting bored.
No. We're efficient.
Weird. Alright. I'm gonna start just checking their persons for any sort of symbology or anything like that on them. Any tattoos or markings or anything sewn into their clothes.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove all... If they're unconscious, I'm gonna remove all their clothes except for their underwear.
Sure. They're both sort of gagged, so they can't. They protest at everything you guys do, but you just rip their clothes off and toss them off to the side. Annabelle is kind of surprised at this, and she says, "Oh, I did not expect this." She says with a big smile. Damien just
Does
rolls
she
his
need
eyes.
to be here? Like, it takes away from the whole aesthetic of an... Is there a two-way mirror or something she can stand behind? No offense, Annabelle, but this is an interrogation, not a ballroom.
She just kind of shrugs as she says, "I'll try to stay as quiet as possible. Don't even mind me. I'm just over here."
Very
She
well.
kind of waves.
What'd you find, Toledo?
What
Go
did
ahead
I
and
find?
roll your wits investigation. Ooh,
7.
Oh, that is 7 successes. Would you like to willpower? I'm just kidding. Okay. With 7 successes, you find a particular something. As you tear their clothes off and whatnot, try to find their belongings, you can see that everything is perhaps, you check their wallet, there's no identification, there's no sort of cards, licenses, anything like that. Or if there are, you can tell that they're fake with those 7 successes. You can tell they're very secretive about who they truly are, but you do find a particular something etched within one of their trench coats. You see this symbol. It is a cross with sort of a few markings, a few X's, a few numbers here and there in Roman numerals etched within a particular pocket, or inside the jacket pocket, as if you take a look at it from the inside. Muted.
I'll turn to Damien. Where did you find them?
I didn't. The prince did. Just outside the city. Outside downtown. In one of the checkpoints.
He just picked up a couple of people from a okay. Got it. So what's the play here? You just want to know what they know? And then we get rid of them?
Don't get rid of them just yet.
Alright. Not finding anything useful. You're up, Sarge.
All right. You want to be good cop or bad cop?
I'll be good. Mostly because I don't think you could if you wanted to.
Yeah, you'd be right. Though it could be fun. Let's just
please.
swap at random. Let's just go.
Yeah, I'll follow your lead here.
I'm gonna go up to the first one and remove the gag.
Oh, fuck! Oh, what the hell? Oh, fuck!
You doing all right? You need some water, some food, anything? It's gonna be a long time, so I just want to make sure that you're comfortable and everything's going all right. I'm here to represent, well, the fact that they let you go alive.
You can see the fear in his eyes sort of intermingle with his resolve, but you can tell that he's trying to fight it off. You won't get anything from us. Fucking licks.
Toledo's gonna get just sort of standing back. Actually, he's gonna. He doesn't have escape for this. Just sort of casually is gonna bite into his thumb and draw a little bit of blood. So only one of them had. Well, I guess they both.
Both of them are tied.
Associated.
On the chair against each other's backs.
Mm-hmm. Only one of them had the symbol on them, though. Okay. Is that the one that's being talked to, or the other one? Actually, I specifically would have gestured Fletcher to start with the one who did not have the symbol.
Sounds good.
And at some point during his thing, I just want to put just a drop of blood on the one with the symbol. And hit him with a little ball's caress.
Okay. See that roll.
Do not get hungrier.
Wow, nice.
And assuming he's tied up and stuff, it should just be a drop of blood will
No resistance.
kill him. Yeah, I
Let's
mean,
see that
I'll
roll
let this
just
go on,
because.
so it won't be immediate, but at some point, I just want to get just a little bit less. I'll try to do this as discreetly as possible to get just a drop of blood on him somewhere to kill him.
Let's see that dexterity and stealth roll, please. As Annabelle and Damien and Fletcher are watching.
I'll rouse that.
Oh, wow.
I want to use fleetness with this too. To be just like such a not quick in the sense of like rush past, but just to where it's just such a weird sudden just movement that is unnatural, but just enough to brush a little bit of blood. Let me go all in on this. I can't get hungry, so it's fine. There's another successful rouse check.
3 rouse checks in a row. That's passed.
So I'm gonna add.
And you're gonna let this, let him have his thing first.
Yeah.
Right?
So this will be well
not
into the
immediate.
interrogation. Mm-hmm.
Would you like the willpower?
Yeah.
Ooh, way to
that's
come
better.
back.
So yeah, I just want that to take place. Like I said, at some point, I'm just gonna be sort of lingering around that dude while he talks to the other one.
Scene continues with Fletcher.
See, that's the thing. I'm frankly, what my companions here want is that you don't leave this room alive. But I'm sure we can work something out, and it's come to a mutual benefit, perhaps.
You can see him tremble, but he steers his composure as he just looks at you dead in the eyes as he says, "You're all fucking dead anyway. Doesn't matter what you do to me."
What, you don't want to become one of us? Might have to.
His eyes get bigger. His eyes widen.
I wonder what your god would think of that. What a shame that would be. All I have to do is bite you, and then it's all over.
You aren't gonna do shit.
Is that right? I'm gonna show my fangs and make my eyes glow red with eyes of the beast.
If you guys wanted me dead, you'd already have done it. I've seen your faces, all of you. The so-called ruler of your city. Once I get out of here, you're all fucking dead.
You really have no idea what we can truly do you? One of my friends here could tell you to go jump off a bridge, and you'd do it. You think it was your own brilliant idea. It would be that easy. I'm trying to give you a chance here. You gotta work with me, or I'm gonna turn you into one of us and then kill you so that you go to hell.
He grits his teeth in this moment. Go ahead and roll your intimidation, please. You can add Eyes of the Beast to this, as well as your power bonus, I imagine.
Plus power, plus 2.
And it's free, unless you want to surge the blood for more. Oh, would you like to willpower that?
Yeah, why not? Why not? It's just 3.
Just 3. Okay. I'll roll his resolve and composure. Let's see what he gets. Ties go to the player. You can see him tremble even more in this moment, gritting his teeth. He just looks at you and he says, "You won't do shit. You won't do shit. You're not gonna do anything to me. You need me."
Sounds like you don't have anything I need. If you're not gonna talk, well, so be it. I'm gonna slowly lean towards his neck.
He kind of just begins back, sort of trying to shift away as he tries to struggle in his seat. But as he does this, he knocks into the individual behind him, who you can see has now gone limp.
Looks like your friend's out and about. I'll stand up and pull his head back. Check him.
He's lifeless.
I'll check his mouth for like... I'm a soldier. I'm gonna check for like, suicide pill or like something like that has killed him.
Wits and medicine, please. Or intelligence, rather.
Just wits. It is. Not just intelligence. Same dice pool.
Okay. What crit?
1.
With 1 success, there's a couple of things that pop into your mind, and as you mentioned, it could be suicide pill, maybe it was self-destruct mode or something like along those lines. It's his way of thinking, as these are Second Inquisition agents anyway. They probably have a way to just off themselves.
For fuck's sake. You brought us a dud one.
Yeah, you need to make sure they have ways of making sure we don't turn them into us. Look, this one was willing to die for the cause. Are you? And you're not gonna get the usual. At least cooperate so we can at least give you a proper burial. This guy's not even gonna get that. I'm gonna bite into my palm.
No!
And use ashes to disintegrate the body.
Hey, what the fuck? Hey, what are you doing, man? He says as you see his body start rotting and corroding into nothing but dark ashes. It takes a while for the body to do this. It takes, I believe, an entire scene. But you can see that it is starting to take effect as Annabelle, you can see from the corner of your eyes, just kind of curiously observes every movement.
You really have no idea what we are capable of, do you?
Oh, fuck. Oh, you're gonna have your heads for this. Oh, shit.
Quite the opposite.
You were right all along. Oh, fuck.
Ain't half of it. Are you gonna tell us something, or...
What the fuck do you want?
Your friends. You wanna ask them to politely leave the city. Give them a chance.
Leave? Shit. After all the reports we've seen, all the things that are going on in this fucking city, there's no way they're gonna leave you alone if you ask them. Just ask them. You guys are stupid ass fucking blank bodies.
Says the fly in the Venus flytrap. I'm gonna dig my thumb into his thigh muscle all the way.
God, fuck! He says as he screams out loud in pain.
See, I've been in a fair few wars as I slowly twist the thumb around. I know just how to keep you alive long enough.
Oh, God! He grits his teeth in this moment. He's sort of trying to get out of his bindings, but it's of no use. blood is now oozing from his thigh.
So, it's gonna take me a little while, but I'm gonna slowly pick you apart piece by piece until I get what I fucking want. We can start now, or you can tell me something useful.
It's too late, even if you find out now. You fucking assholes.
The next leg,
You're all
straight
over.
through into the muscle.
We're all over the place. Ah, fuck! He says. He kind of just screams out loud in pain right now. Toledo, if you're just watching.
Yeah.
I said something useful.
This is just the beginning. You licks better get fucking ready. The whole place is gonna get swarmed. Just like Asia. Just like Europe. We're all coming for you.
We've been ready for hundreds of years. Enough of the threats. And we're still here.
It's not a threat. You're all a danger to humankind. You all should be exterminated, you fucking leeches.
You're right about one thing. We are a danger. I'm gonna start breaking his fingers one by one, nice and slow.
Okay.
I will pray for your salvation, sir. And I'll just hold his hand in my good hand, making sure to get a little bit of blood on it as well.
That boss caress.
I'm waiting to will out any of that, depending on what turn this interrogation takes.
Okay. Then we can just say that you will touch him once the blood's gone. Fletcher, as you begin breaking his bones one by one, his fingers, his piercing wails, top no other, but you've gotten used to this. You've done this at war many times. You've used to this sort of thing.
I've been on the other end of it as well.
Mm-hmm. The scene sort of just continues as he offers you no concrete information, as this is expected from the human resistance. But after a dozen bones broken later, he lays there in his own pool of blood, writhing in pain and pleading for you to just kill him.
Once it gets bad enough where it seems like it's reasonable that he would have passed out or gone into shock or something, I would will out just a little bit of the blood to have that special poison.
Okay.
Getting hunger as I do so, but also killing him.
The scene sort of fades to black as I imagine the both of you just do your own thing, and it kind of just cuts.
I would ashes to hashes him as well. I want to make sure that there is no evidence for the prince and the others to dig up.
The scene picks up. Once his decomposed body is reduced to mere ashes, Annabelle and Damien sort of just looking at the both of you. Annabelle simply just shaking her head. That took way longer than expected. Ugh.
It's meant to be long. It's meant to go for nights on end, but
But it was so not dramatic. I thought it was going to be more drama and flair.
you watch too many fucking movies, Annabelle.
Yeah, that's very anime of you, Annabelle.
What's anime?
I don't know. None of us know.
Y'all need anything else from us?
Why'd you kill them? Or why'd you reduce them to ashes? I didn't know the Bible game could do that.
Yeah, we could pretty much do everything. Pretty awesome. I did the one as an intimidation technique, and then the other one seemed to die off at 2, so you don't really want to get caught with evidence of these guys. Did you need the body for something? Do you eat the body? You one of those types?
Damon just kind of froze his eyebrows. Just asking.
You got the clothes, the ID, the whatever else they had on the weapons, technology. Just use that. That'll be much better than these. People who just. He had nothing. Absolutely nothing.
And they want to kill us, doom and gloom and all of that. Tale as old as time.
Now we have them to worry about Fletcher. You know what this means, right?
We've been worrying about them for thousands of years. This ain't nothing new.
The city was clean until the recent events.
You seriously believe that, Damien?
Fuck no. But now they got more tension here.
Depends on which recent events you're talking about.
The fucking bombing. At least
a
that's what they
bomb.
were babbling about. Said they believed it was some sort of kindred bullshit.
It's a bomb. I don't know how they get from A to B with that one unless they're jumping at ghosts 24/7.
Who the fuck knows?
Whatever. Well, what a fucking waste of my time.
Well, if that's all, I'm gonna leave now, she says, as she kind of just nods at one of the security details. They kind of just follow her out.
Let's go, Toledo.
Bye.
And it's about time that both of you leave, as the sun will rise soon. But there is, as you guys make your way out, there is a sort of uneasy feeling as the camera sticks with Damien. He kind of just glances at the pile of ashes right now, just scattered about. He just shakes his head. As the scene cuts to to Toledo and Fletcher as they make their way back to the church haven.
Sorry.
Can we swing by somewhere? I need to eat before I
Yeah.
hunker down for the day.
Yeah. Sorry you got dragged into that. It's a fucking waste of time as usual.
Yeah, that's weird that I was called in, but I'm not that good at it. I'll be honest. I have a ritual to I could see if someone's telling the truth, but...
Where's the fun in that?
Right.
Where do you want to stop? Drive-through or... I don't know, bar or something?
Yeah, just something quick on the way.
Any preference?
Quick hunting roll?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, go for it. You are on the west side near downtown, so you have a DC for this. Okay, 4 is what you needed.
4? Sweet.
You're able to find an individual who's probably deals drugs or something. How much blood do you take?
I need 2.
No worries. Fletcher, you also making a hunting? Oh, never mind.
I'm full.
Okay. Any conversation between both of you as you guys make your way back to the Haven?
With Scarlett, I'm gonna keep her the church for 3 days, 3 nights. I don't know what you're gonna do in the meantime. Is there anything else we want to do? I feel like we've checked a lot off our lists, and
We
now
just
it's
have
just
to-
sort of lying low.
Yeah, we have to lay low. We stay together and we lay low.
Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna let Scarlett know what I'm doing. I don't want this to be against her will, but I'm going to do it no matter what. Also,
Yeah.
I think she'll understand.
She'll probably be angry at the end of it, but I think she'll understand that it was for a...
I mean, if I had the choice between being bonded to one of you and having some evil entity be able to control me, I know what I would pick. Hopefully she'll see it the same way.
You and me both.
And if anything, I think I've shown her time again. I have her best interests in mind. All right, I got my work cut out for me.
Sure do. Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, let's head to the church.
The scene just cuts as the both of you make your way to the church, but we'll rewind time just a little bit. Well, actually, we don't need to, as you guys are going to take some time to get there. As Scarlett has now been with Sister Isidora for an agonizing amount of time, just listening to her sermons. But Sister Isidora doesn't see what you're talking about. She just writes it off as you're probably just doing this to distract her.
I'm gonna, sister, listen, I know like you have your own faith and stuff, but that's not really for me. I might go get the grab to eat before sleeping.
I believe Father Toledo asked you to stay here.
I'm not gonna go far away from the church.
No, I believe he asked you to stay put. If you go against his wishes, then
Fine, I'm gonna stay in church and I'm just gonna look around. This is nice church.
you try to just go out. As she pays attention to Claudia,
Yeah.
you can easily just walk out. Because she's just sort of tending Claudia right now, who
Probably,
seems to just still be crying.
yeah, probably not like walk out, just like peek my head out to see where the shadow came from.
You want to roll investigation for it? It's up to you. If you want to follow or try to find out where it came from.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, roll your investigation. What's an investigation?
We sound so happy about this. Got 3.
Sure. Yeah, if you peek outside, you can tell that there's like dark shadows all around the church from perhaps nearby trees or whatnot. Do you step outside? I imagine you do, as you're just peeking your head around the corner and following where the shadows are coming from.
God. Was it a natural shadow that I saw?
With those 3 successes, you're not sure.
No, I'm gonna go back to church.
Alright?
So, and then approach Sister Isidora. I'm just making sure that this is consecrated grounds, right?
Oh, I didn't know you knew what that vocabulary word meant. Or even know what it was. See, you're learning.
Yeah, I'm learning.
You should be burning as you stepped on consecrated ground, but it is what it is.
This is bad. I'm gonna send a message to Toledo. Shadows outside church. Throw my phone away and walk away so that it will send.
Sure.
Might be just paranoia, but I don't know. Do you, like, sister, do you not have any panic room or what? Something if we get attacked here? I don't know. I don't know how churches work.
She chooses to ignore what you're saying as she kind of just pinches the bridge of her nose. God. Help me, Lord, she says to herself. Just sit quietly and read your lessons, please.
I cannot do that, sister, because at the moment I am getting paranoid. To probably like look outside again. Probably open one of the windows and look outside, see if I can spot anybody.
There are no windows here. It's all like, you know, the glass, the stained glass windows
Ah.
that don't open up. It's a church.
Need to said stay here. But there's things trying to get in here. And if I stay here, well, that might be in danger. I'm gonna go investigate it.
Sister Isidore just looking at you from time to time, raising an eyebrow. She kind of just like, you know, makes Claudia just pay attention to her instead of you. She's like, don't pay attention to that harlot. Oh, excuse my manners, my language.
Oh god, I can't handle sister. I'm gonna go out.
Okay, you go outside.
Yeah,
Follow
I'm gonna
the-
follow the
just
shot.
investigate out.
Yeah.
You sure about this?
No. Did Toledo reply to my message yet? Did it actually send?
You have no idea. You tossed it away.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna.
So do you go outside or not?
Yeah, I'm going outside.
Okay. You step outside, and the darkness begins to loom over the church itself. And as you look around, you'd find that the clouds are just moving above you, covering a bit of that moonlight. You take a look and see if there's any unnatural moving shadows. Perhaps you even activate your Oblivion sight in this moment. But you find no strange occurrences nearby, no ghosts, nor shadowy creatures. Do you spend time outside?
No, just quick look around and just probably my paranoia. I'm gonna go back inside.
As you begin walking back to where you came from, 'cause I imagine you took a look at the perimeter. You hear the laughter once again in your ears. A cackling laughter.
Fuck. My mistress is here. Yeah.
No, just me.
Wait, who?
It's Celia.
Damn it, Celia, you scared me.
As you turn around, she's just sitting on one of the gate fences and whatnot. She's just looking at you, her legs kind of hanging out, swinging left and right, or back and forth.
What?
Nothing. Just smiling at you.
You look like some cat that ate the mouse. Is that how the saying goes?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's up?
I'm not the one that eats people here.
Wait, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear anything about it. I'm gonna go back inside.
Okay, you go back inside, and you find your sister Isidora just sort of, just still there with Claudia.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down and just wait for Toledo and Fletcher to come back. Probably like browsing one of those like, I don't know, Bibles, books, whatever I can find.
Sure. As you're being flipping through the pages, you find Celia right next to you, and she says, "You know, if you really wanted to be honest with her, you can. You can talk to her about anything, including the things you don't believe in, how you feel about your coterie, and how you don't really want to work with them. Also, of how many people you've eaten so far."
Would you shut up right now?
What was that, Scarlett?
Just mumbling to myself, Sister Isidora.
Yeah, mumbling to yourself.
I'm gonna ignore Celia.
Yep, she's watching you flip through the pages. Time passes. A few minutes go by, a few moments, perhaps an hour, until Toledo and Fletcher finally arrive at the Haven. As you turn around, you would see that the both of them are looking a little maybe annoyed, maybe a bit frustrated perhaps, but the scene returns to the three of you.
You get my message? Toledo?
No. What's up?
I don't know if it's just paranoia, but I saw a shadow kind of attacking the church and then just disappearing.
No. That is most likely your, dark mistress or blood bond monster labyrinth thing. Come to claim you. We're gonna have to fix that.
What do you mean fix it? Have you found a way aside from killing the one who bonded me?
Yeah, I did. And this latest news is solidifying the fact that I think this is our best choice. Yeah. Well, before this, you were bonded to like Frankie and Brian, right?
Yeah.
How did that go, by the way? You had that conversation with them. Aren't we supposed to point to Fletcher? Actually, didn't Frankie want to meet with us? Do we still have time to do that? Did she actually specify anything, or did she just say she wants to meet with us at some point?
Just that she wants to meet. I can call her tomorrow if you like. Come bring her here.
Maybe. How did your conversation go with them, Scarlett?
Brian said that we're not friends anymore. they're not
Why?
friends with him anymore because they felt that when the bond broke, that they can't trust me anymore because of it.
So he was only your friend because you were supernaturally bonded to him. That's not an actual friend. Scarlett, there's something you need to understand about. Not Frankie, Brian at least. The more I think about it, the more I think Brian might be a bad person. If you think about everything we've experienced with him so far, I understand that he might be salty about what happened. You know, we made him walk again, but think about his reaction to all of that. Brian seems to be the type that's just like gaslighting you every chance he gets. He does all these things. He does these wild actions, and then when we react to the actions, he doesn't actually tell us anything. And then at the end of the day, he'll give us his reasoning, and then he's mad at us already for how we reacted to the information he gave us.
Brian and I are the same age, Toledo.
What does that do to anything?
But Brian didn't have anybody guiding him.
Okay, yeah, most 18-year-olds don't need guidance to not be a gaslighting asshole. That a lot of that comes naturally. I mean, I think Brian's just kind of a shitty person. I mean, what has Brian ever done for you, for anyone besides himself? He literally still takes drugs that can turn him into a shadow monster and kill us just because he likes doing drugs. He doesn't give a fuck about what anyone else wants.
Me, okay? We've been through a lot too, Toledo.
Like, such as... I understand you had this traumatic thing, and then Brian has just been shitty ever since then. And even his last actions, he does these things, and then when we don't react the way he wants...
Even though he's
he didn't.
He lost everything because of us. The Nosferatu don't want him anymore because of us.
How is that because of us? Listen to you. You're believing his shit. He gaslighted the shit out of you, Scarlett. He was sneaking around spying on us. That's not what a friend does. And then we're like, hey, why are you doing this? He wouldn't tell us. Remember that? We literally asked him and he refused to tell us. And then when did he tell us? After the fact. And then he's like, well, my intention was good, so fuck you guys. That's gaslighting. That's like if I did something shitty to you, but I'm like, well, my intention was good, so you have to react in a good way. And when you don't, you're the problem. And all the consequences for my actions are your fault, Scarlett, no, he's being really shitty to you. Like, really shitty. And now he's coming, and he did that shit at Elysium where he just comes and like stares us down. So he has no intention to communicate with us in a healthy manner or do anything like a normal person would do. He's making bad decisions, and when it doesn't work out for him, he's blaming everyone but himself. He's being very manipulative.
Exactly welcoming towards him. You guys literally threatened him. You made him walk home so many times. He's been through a lot with Annabelle.
What are you talking about?
He stole my fucking car.
Scarlett, all I asked him to do...
That was my idea,
remember when I made him
Fletcher.
walk? I made him walk because I caught him with a thing that turns you into a literal shadow monster. And he knew that. You knew that. You've seen it in action. And when I said, hey, these are the reasons you shouldn't do this thing, it puts you and everyone around you in danger, he just did it anyway. And then he's making you feel bad about it. Scarlett, he's not a good person. And you feel bad for him because you know something bad happened to him, but that doesn't excuse his behavior for the rest of his life to be shitty towards people and to be very manipulative with his communication style with us. I'm not standing for that shit at all.
Intelligence and insight.
Sorry.
Scarlett, intelligence and insight. You can add +2 because you know Brian. 5 successes. There is a hint of truth to what Toledo is saying. That he's been keeping things from your coterie, even though he has good intentions. But Brian's never been this way towards you. He's never kept information from you, specifically, or Frankie or Celia. You guys went to school together. And you noticed this behavior shift after the night you left him at Annabelle's.
Brian only became secretive after we left him overnight at Annabelle's, after I told you that he's been punished, or we're being punished.
That is fine. Brian might be weird after because of Annabelle or because Nosferatu.
He's been
What's
quiet
important
right
is that
after that night, Toledo. He was
okay.
unnaturally quiet.
Did you
during
do
the
something to him that
graduation.
night? Did you do something to him that night?
No, but we left
Then
him at
stop
Annabelle's.
acting. What do you mean we left him at Annabelle's? He's not
I told
our
you,
responsibility
you
to do anything with. I did
She's
not
a-
have the
Beware.
authority or power to take him from Annabelle.
She's a primogen.
Yeah,
Whatever
what are
she
you
says is
talking about?
law.
He knows the only person that will feel bad about all this is you for what's happening to him.
He might
sucks.
The reason
Yeah,
why,
sure.
why he might be under Annabelle's control, Toledo. Ever think about
How is that
that?
your fault? How is that your fault? It's not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
He's
saying.
still
I'm saying
my
Brian.
friend.
Yeah, that's okay. That's look out for him. Try to help him, but do not let him manipulate you into feeling like this is your fault for his actions or things that have happened to him. That's what's important. I can already see you starting to spiral on this, and that's not good. You are not responsible for that.
And what's the point
It
of
is
this
okay.
conversation, Toledo? Why are you bringing this up now?
Because we're about to have another major change. And it's nice to know that he said now that you're not bonded, you're not friends anymore. But the reason you're not bonded is because you're bonded to someone else. So for you not to be bonded to that thing, we're gonna need to bond you to someone new.
I need to ask you something, Scarlett, before we do this. Because if it was your idea to steal my fucking car, was it your idea to feed your blood to each other? Or was it Brian's idea? Or was it Frankie's? Because if it's yours, then we need to do this right now, Toledo, before this spirals out of control.
Why are you all yelling? There's a child here.
Take her out somewhere else.
Shouldn't you all be going to bed?
Yeah, let us separate. Why the fuck are you interrupting us? Get out of here. Take the kid. We're not doing this from the kid. We got big things to deal with that potentially will put all of us in danger that we have to figure out tonight.
Sister Isidora shakes her head and she takes Claudia downstairs.
God, everyone's got a fucking attitude recently.
It's wild. I
Answer
don't know.
me.
Scarlett, yeah, you should answer him though.
I guess if you don't, that's an answer enough, isn't it?
I didn't know what the effects of blood was.
Right, then you're gonna know firsthand then, aren't you? And this won't be so bad.
Long story short, Scarlett, you see where we're going with this. The only way for you not to be controlled by whatever that thing in the labyrinth is for you to be temporarily bonded to myself. That way it will break that blood bond. You can only be bonded to one thing at a time. And then,
And how can I
of
know
course,
that I can trust you right now, Toledo?
because I said Brian's manipulative, suddenly you can't trust me? You're acting like the
No,
last
I'm not trusting
years?
you because of all the things that's happened lately with you and Portia. And Fletcher just gave me all the side effects of what being bonded is.
I haven't. What have I done with Portia?
Can you honestly tell me right now that you are not bonded to Portia? Can you prove
Toledo.
that you're not bonded to Portia? Can
I
you
don't-
say something bad about Portia right now?
All right,
Yeah.
Scarlett, let's prove it once and for all then. Let's put it to rest. Toledo, I'm gonna need you to do that blood shit on yourself.
Scarlett, if that will make you feel better, I will do that. I would like to think you trust me by now, since I've literally put my life in danger on your account many times, and I will continue to do that.
I know, Toledo,
But,
but this is...
If it'll make you feel better, sure. I suppose that would work. Yeah, I'll use Taste of Blood and Blood Walk on myself, I guess.
I was referring to Truth of Blood, but that works too.
Yeah, I don't know how I would Truth of Blood myself, but I
I
can
don't
essentially
know.
taste
All
my
you need
blood
is a
and
pint of blood.
tell if I'm bonded to anything.
Does it work on oneself if you're the
Te-
caster?
You'd be able to tell if you were lying.
Your blood walk?
Yes.
The lying thing, I don't know
You'd
how
be like,
that would
I'm
work.
lying.
Does blood walk work on oneself if it's the caster? Because
All you
Right,
need is
I'm
silver
actually
cloud.
sure.
It
with
allows the user to
subject.
learn more details about the subject studied, assuming they're a
just-
vampire.
All you need is the ingredients. You can do it for yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't say
It
anything
informs the
about-
user of any blood bonds active on the subject.
It doesn't
Yeah,
say
it just
that it
says-
doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be. It's weird because other than this, I can't think of a single reason why you would, unless you, because usually you know your own, like, I
Yeah.
know I'm a vampire, I know my generation,
Mm.
but I guess maybe not everyone does know. It's also a way to find out your sires, I guess, too. So I guess uncharted territory here, Lou.
Do that and then.
'cause it's kind of weird in this regard, you know, doing it to yourself. But let's go ahead and do it. Let's see that round
Alright.
strike.
We've done many weird things. This is not that unusual.
I get hunger by 1, and then blood walk.
Hunger, you
level
at, Toledo?
1, so I need to get a. I actually get to re-res that. Or re-roll that. Still hungry. Just need a success. I got 4.
Is that a crit?
Although. So this is
If I
interesting.
use-
You can use
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
If I
So
use
I have to crit to know if
If I
it's a
use
blood
my
bond or not
merit,
blood.
Messy critical.
That would make it a messy critical.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. As you perform this ritual, what do you say to him, Scarlett, to have the insight to this merit, this clan coterie merit?
Toledo, I trust in your skills, and I really hope that you're telling the truth. You're not bonded.
I
But I just want to
truly do
know
not
the
believe I
truth.
am. Anything for the coterie.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go through the ritual, take out my book, the cup, draw some of my own blood, activating the ritual, and then tasting my own blood. Feels weird, but here we are.
Okay, it takes an hour though, and the sun's about to rise. But as you finish up this ritual, and Scarlett and
It
Fletcher,
takes 5 minutes per level, so this should only take 5 minutes.
Bloodwalk? We're doing Bloodwalk, right?
Yeah, it's level 1.
I believe spending roughly an hour. It says so here.
Oh, for that's weird. Yeah, I guess the ritual takes 5 minutes, but that takes a long. Okay. If I have to do it the following night, we can do that then.
No, but here's how the scene plays out. Scarlett and Fletcher, as you guys watch Toledo and perhaps support him in some regard here, you can feel the sun sort of rising soon. You feel that day slumber kicking in, the fatigue. Your body is about to go into torpor. I assume that both of you, or I guess three of you, are doing this downstairs, where it's safe, because you know the sun's rising soon. Just as Fletcher, you're at 4 humanity, so you collapse first. Perhaps you take a seat somewhere and basically doze off into the night, or the rest of the morning. And Scarlett, you just try to stay awake to see what Toledo does, but soon day slumber takes hold of you as well, and you fall down to the ground, perhaps on your knees, and then you simply doze off as you lay your head against the wall. Toledo, as this ritual finishes and you finish up the last drop of that blood, eyes widen. As the truth within the blood tells you of your generation that you already knew, and that you feel that there is a certain pull from this blood to another kindred. And you are indeed bloodbound to someone. And as you make this realization, your knees tremble as you grow weaker and weaker, and day slumber takes over your body as you go into torpor, dropping that ceramic bowl as it shatters on the ground.
Can I attempt to stay up long enough to... Scarlett, well, yeah, she's a lower humanity than me, fell asleep before me.
Yeah, they're gone.
Can I feed her my blood before I fall asleep?
You can try to make a roll to stay awake. Roll your willpower, please.
Is it just straight will?
Current willpower.
One.
With one success, you feel the beast sort of dragging you down to its sleep. Your body, as you try to reach for Scarlett in this moment, perhaps try to feed her your blood, collapse right next to her.
Okay. I was going to say, if she falls asleep, this would even be something before completing the ritual that would sort of take priority for me.
Oh, you would have fed her your blood before you guys went to sleep? Like,
yeah,
as you're doing the ritual?
If she fell asleep before the ritual is complete, knowing that time is of the essence, then yeah, that is the number one goal for all of this, is to begin breaking this. It's going to be a whole nother 24 hours before I can start the process if I don't. So he would, even at risk of maybe not finishing the ritual, if she goes down, he would feed her some blood.
Okay. There's a lot of things already happened, as you already found out the truth within your blood. So, I'm going to give you a choice. You either give the blood to Scarlett or you don't find out.
Give the blood to Scarlett.
Okay. The blood is given to Scarlett instead.
Also, since I know I am bonded, I imagine there's a big part of him subconsciously that doesn't actually want to find out too.
And you feed your blood to Scarlett instead as we retcon, and you don't actually finish the ritual. Instead of drinking the blood, you realize Scarlett has gone to sleep, and you feed her your blood instead.
Yeah. I'll go to. My intention is to finish it, but obviously I would run out of time, and failing my roll to stay up would pass out mid-ritual instead.
You feel a bit of your blood, Scarlett, but soon day slumber also takes hold of you. You pass out right next to her. All three kindred lined up. Well, not lined up. I imagine Fletcher is off to another corner somewhere. But the scene fades as the sun rises. The fray of the situation as the time sort of passes by. The sun rises, the city of Chicago comes to life. As mentioned, there's still a lot of reparations going on right now, a lot of panic within the city as the news and media are filled with bomb threats and whatnot, things like that. Coverage all over the place. It is a disaster. But for our kindred, they're worrying about other things. It's not about the bomb casualties or the things they've done. It's about the things that are happening at the moment. See if they can find the truths within their blood. The sun sets eventually as darkness once again descends upon the city. And all of you have to make a rouse check to awaken.
I would like to heal my aggravated wound as well.
Oh my
beautiful,
God.
Beautiful.
Hacks. Some of you getting a little hunger for the evening, while others stay relatively sated at 0 hunger, I believe. All of your eyes snap open as you all awaken in Toledo's room at the church haven.
All right. What's my arm situation?
Oh, with those 3 rounds checks, you heal 1 aggravated damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can see that part of your arm is beginning to regrow. It's a little, maybe a bit of the arm has grown back because it was cut clean out from your shoulder. Because you did it yourself. So there's a little bit of that still there, but you are still injured until you are at full health.
Mm-hmm. It's a little better. Interesting night. I was not able to complete the ritual. Ran out of time. If that's still important to you, Scarlett, I can try again since we now have more time.
Yeah.
I did feed you some of my blood. Time is very much of the essence.
Are you serious right now, Toledo? You just told me to trust you and then you just go behind my back.
I just told you. How's that going behind your back?
You told me after the fact. That doesn't make it right.
That's true, but you passed out before the ritual was complete. I didn't know, which is weird. You should be able to stay up longer than me or Fletcher. I don't know why you were out so early. I was not expecting that, so I had to, I don't know, I did what I did, and I'm telling you about it. Yeah, I need to do that 3 times, so wasting a whole day, and we ain't got a day to waste.
I can't wait. No, I'm gonna go hunting.
Yeah, we need to stick together, obviously, but we can hunt. What?
No.
No what?
I'm not hunting together with you.
Scarlett, what part About you are bonded to something evil. Don't you
And
fucking
you're
understand?
avoiding the fact that you didn't finish the ritual. I don't know if you're bonded to Portia or not, and I'm pretty sure that if you are going to lie about it. I know you, Toledo.
Okay, then stay here and let's finish the ritual and then proceed. You're not going off on your own while bonded to literally an evil entity that you ran into in a nightmare realm under this city. No, you don't get to run off and do what you want. You said last night that there are literally shadows creeping up to the church coming after you. Why would you go off on your own?
I don't even know
Think,
they're after
Scarlett.
me. Fine, finish the ritual.
Okay. Right now, your emotions, I'm not going to let them put everyone in danger, including yourself. Now, I'll pick things up. Or maybe, Fletcher, do you want to get us something to eat?
My thoughts exactly. I'll get you both something to eat.
I very much appreciate that.
Don't rip each other apart while I'm gone.
Okay. I need to focus. Let's do this again. And, yeah, he'll once again begin the hour-long process of doing this ritual to taste his own blood.
Okay, we're gonna do the ritual again. Well, as mentioned, it takes an hour. We're gonna take the previous rolls, but you do need to make a rouse check for this.
I get to reroll that because it's level 1. God, can't make that. I get hunger.
What hunger are you at?
3.
Okay. Beast is clawing inside of your throat, Toledo. It's letting you know, after using this much magic, there's a price to pay, and it is hungry by the second. So let's make that. Oh, so I assume you're gonna make this. We're taking the same roll, and Scarlett's gonna do her the same at any cost roll or bonus.
If that is what you want, sure.
We can just do that to make it easier. It takes an hour to do this. And is there any conversation between the both of you while you're doing said ritual?
No, Toledo would need uninterrupted concentration during this time.
The scene cuts away for now. As Fletcher, how do you hunt for your coterie members?
I assume the two of them aren't too picky. Take my car, not drive too far, and just kidnap 2 people. Doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't bother me.
For humanity does that to you. Yeah, go ahead and roll your strength and brawl as they start fleeing somewhere from an alleyway. We're doing this alley cat style as that might be the easiest for you, unless you want to seduce someone.
Definitely not.
That's your style.
Five.
5 successes. I'm gonna say you drive down to the more rundown areas of the west side, and you snag 2 homeless people. Stuff them in your trunk as they kick and scream and plead for help, but for someone like you, this is just a Tuesday. You get a phone call as you're driving.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'll answer it. Fletcher Wright, who is speaking?
Fletcher? It's Gabby.
Hey, Gabrielle. Please tell me that this is just a checkup on me and you don't want me to do something.
Just a checkup.
Thank fuck. Thank you. We're doing fine.
You sure?
It's been a stressful few nights as you can imagine.
Hmm. If you need to talk, I'm at the arcade. Well, at least part of me is. She winks. You can imagine she's winking.
I appreciate that, Gabriella. Tell you what, you can do me a solid once this calms down. I'm gonna throw myself into some work because I just don't want to think about any of this shit anymore. So if you got anything, give it to me once everything's calmed down. If you could collect some stuff for me, that'd be great.
Well, now that you mention it,
Lay it on me.
you were there last night, right? With the prince and the Justicar?
Yeah, everybody was.
Is she as bad as they say?
Yeah, she's pretty terrible at her job.
Oh. Huh. Did anything else happen at Elysium?
A lot of things happened. Prince wasn't too happy. Justica wasn't too happy. Some people lost limbs. It was very overly dramatic.
Hmm. And is it true that she's getting the Nosferatu to shut down all the technology in the city? I mean, I haven't been told anything.
Apparently so, but I think there's going to be some pushback against that.
Yeah, I'm sure as hell not fucking letting go of my... Have you seen my setup? It's the best.
I have seen your setup. It's the most impressive one. You stand the most to lose.
Okay, I lied when I said I didn't know anything. I just wanted to hear it from you.
Yeah, I thought so. You know more than me.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Fletcher. Come pay me a visit sometime. Not anytime soon. Just, I think we should talk in private. You know.
Sure.
Don't worry, it's not another mission or a quest or anything. Maybe.
Just save them up for later. Put a big folder under my name and then just give me job after job later.
Oh yeah, Alexa would appreciate that.
I'd appreciate it too.
All right. Well, just calling to check in.
Alright, I'll come visit you at some point when everything's died down.
Right. All right. See ya.
See ya. Take these people back to the church, drag them inside, knock them out and then drag them inside.
Sure. As you sling these two people, actually, you just drag them. Never mind, doesn't matter anymore. You just drag them using their limbs and just drag them across the floor. These two homeless people. Unfortunately, Sister Isidora and Claudia are not here to witness this, and you basically just take them down the steps as their heads kind of hit the bricks and the staircase that spirals down into the basement. But eventually you make it back to the scene with Toledo and Scarlett. Toledo is simply finishing up his ritual while Scarlett is being Scarlett in the other end of the room.
How goes it?
Is the ritual complete, or I'm still in the middle of it?
Oh, you're
Blue.
finishing up now.
Yeah, you'd probably just see just intense focus and concentration. He's not really able to respond at the moment. He's sort of chanting something under his breath.
Alright, Scarlett, eat up, enjoy. Toss the bodies into the side.
I want to know the result first.
and you
Sure.
would see
Start drinking your blood
Toledo
now.
has one manipulation, so it's terrible at lying.
But here-
His facial expressions would immediately betray, or reveal, I should say, what the results were before he even says anything. His eyes would go wide. He would just look down at the cup.
And as you begin to discern this information, Toledo, perhaps this is why your face is frazzled as it is. You can feel yourself, that intrinsic pull towards Portia. You start remembering, well, you only remember how you feel about her. Nothing else. You just feel like she means the world to you. And if you dare act against her, your beast will not like it.
Since she's not here, I would like to spend a willpower to have my wits about me for this scene, if that's okay.
Go for it.
You were right.
See, Scott. Oh,
A fucking bitch.
You were right.
In this situation, immediately drives a stake in between all three of you. Without a roll, you all realize the two of you are bloodbound to some people. You're not sure who. Portia's just a neonate. Except for you, Fletcher. And this, as a hound, makes you question if these two are actually trustworthy coterie mates.
Do you know the rules of this city? What could be done about someone forcing a blood bond on another? It's like Scarlett said, I did not feel this way about her before. I would not have agreed to this.
welcome to the Camarilla and real vampire politics.
She's a nobody, though.
She's a neonate. How can she just...
No, she's not a neonate.
And
That
Tremere cannot... Tremere cannot...
She's not a Tremere either. But she also has no official rank in Camarilla society here. She's surviving off her own merits, or her own deception, I should say. She's not protected officially by the rules.
You telling me this useless sack of meat that hangs around us and bothers us like a mosquito is not a Tremere and very good at playing these games?
I think she has Annabelle bonded too. For the first time in I don't know how long, I can actually think clearly about this whole situation.
I can't. If you're bonded to her and you bond me, I'm technically bonded to her too. By default. It's half the coterie gone.
Not necessarily.
So what's the plan?
Scarlett, me and you might become real close.
What are you suggesting?
You need someone to bond you. I need someone to bond me.
Are you seriously suggesting a blood wedding?
Don't use that word. That's weird.
That's
not a
what it's
wedding.
called.
It's what it's called in those
Blood
situations.
marriage.
No. We both have two things much stronger than ourselves bonding us against our will. And we have an opportunity to either kill those things. Do you have the means of killing Portia? We could try that. I can't.
Probably.
If you're willing to kill Portia for me, then by all means, I'd prefer that. But I can't go in there all stealth-like and assassinate her.
I don't know who she is or what she's capable of, apparently, so...
What is she? Won't you know that if you're bonded to her? No?
No. I need to taste her blood. Fuck. That's how this all started.
Is it about the black letter and you going off and trying to... I
Letter.
left you
I'm not-
alone for... Oh no.
I don't think by the letter. I tried pulling one off on her and tasting her blood. And she turned it around on me. Now I'm in this situation. Shit. I didn't even... This happened to me. Soon, I'm gonna start thinking straight. Not straight. I'm gonna start... The bond's gonna kick in. I can't keep this thing off forever. So our opportunities are I go away and I stay away for who knows how long. I've been drinking from her pretty regularly for a while. Or Fletcher goes and kills her right now. Or in the next few days, we break each other's bonds and then let it fade from there. Unless I'm missing another option here. Or we just keep going on bonded. She hasn't done anything to me yet. You can't go on bonded. Your thing is evil. Portia might just be an asshole. I don't know. I don't know what she wants. She wants a picture. That's all she's really used her blood bond so far. I know I agreed to get a picture for her.
Can't we consult?
Or we go away for a while. Are we allowed to do that? Am I allowed to get the fuck out of town?
Or even...
Nah. Not with my current job and with all the Justicar things going on, that's gonna be mighty suspicious.
Oh, true. Fuck. Why did you have to be right about this?
I hate it when I'm right.
Talking about you, Scarlett.
It's very suspicious when you're like spitting acid at every Tremere, and out of nowhere you're just buddies with Portia.
Fuck. The most badass assassin in the world get bonded by her.
She might be the Dark Mistress. Who knows? But
She's not the Dark Mistress. I'd know if I was bonded to the Dark Mistress. I think.
how would they even know if the bonding would work? What if it doesn't work on me?
If your blood works, then it works. It's not something we control. That's the curse of our blood.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Tremere. Neither of us are Tremere. And if you're a secret Tremere, I swear to God, you better tell me right now.
How would I be a Tremere?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. So yeah, we don't get to control that. That's the beast.
I'm gonna go eat the
If you have Vitae, you can bond someone.
It's too much. I don't know anything about this. Don't you guys have more experience, or don't you know anybody who can talk about this?
If people know to break a blood bond, our whole society would be drastically different.
You can ask the Tremere.
Can ask the Tremere.
No, they
Yeah.
don't. They can't blood bond anymore. They used to be able. That was their whole thing, and now they can't do it.
But
So if they knew how to do it again,
do they know
I'm sure
how
they're
to
desperately
break
looking
it?
for it. No. They know how to. I mean, we can get someone to destroy the majority of our clan, and that's what broke it for them. I could call up the SI, have them firebomb the Banu Hakim or Portia. But that's pretty much our only the only proven way so far we've seen. Or be Sabat.
Don't even joke.
So we're doomed, basically. Alright, I'm gonna go eat the human. Recover this hand. I don't know what you want to do. I just want to.
It's your lives, your minds, your choice.
This will be on you a little bit, Fletcher. Obviously, if this were to happen, you're gonna be the only one aware of the deal and have the means of keeping us from renewing our bonds, blood bonds.
Just another day then.
You up for that task?
It's better than the alternatives. And I'll do my best.
Maybe there's someone else that will bond me. I talk to Aisha. I don't know where my sire is. I've bonded to him before.
I can bond myself to Shara.
No. You're getting bonded to me. That's happening. I just need my bond broken. Let's eat and I'll think about it.
Get a clear head first.
Why of all people do I have to be bonded to? That means that I'll be like you and Portia, kind of like, oh yeah, Toledo's amazing. Wow, it's so amazing. I can't. Fletcher.
What do you want from me?
Can't I just be bonded to somebody who's loyal to the Camarilla instead?
I don't think you want that.
Okay.
Nobody else is gonna agree to have you around them. This is a sacrifice I am making.
I can't, I just...
This might literally be the hardest thing a vampire has ever done in the history of our...
What, take care of me, have me around?
Yes!
Ugh.
Truly a noble sacrifice, Toledo.
It's fucking hard. Thank you, Sarge. He's gonna go eat.
I'm gonna go eat too. God damn it. It's
Alright,
just-
these two homeless people are just writhing on the ground. Well, they're not writhing, they're actually passed out. So, how much blood do both of you take? Do you simply kill these mortals?
No. I feel a little bad for him. Fletcher's rough with these people. He always brings them back all beat up. God damn, Fletcher, come on.
I'm gonna heal
No,
up.
I just
while
need two.
drinking. I'm gonna heal up my hand while I'm.
You can only do that when you awaken.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you only have one chance to do that a night, and it has to be when you awaken.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just eat until like get to.
Okay. Alright. You guys finish feeding after a few moments. Fletcher, you just watch them do their thing.
Just impatiently wait.
You're gonna go ahead and select two hunger, both of you.
have to stay here? I want to go to Sheriff or...
Yes, we just talked about you
Unfortunately,
have to
yes.
you an evil entity is in your head. You
Yeah,
can't
but we
go
don't even
anywhere.
know if they're after me yet. They haven't done anything.
It doesn't matter. We know the essence of what this thing is. Me just tasting your blood, it sent a version of myself in my head to tell me to fuck with you guys. And I'm not even bonded to it. So it's only a matter of time before it comes knocking and gets you to do something wild. And you're not nearly as...
I'm not that powerful to make something explosive or dangerous.
Why can't you just I can't wait till you're bonded. You listen to me for the first fucking time in your life.
You underestimate yourself, Scarlett. You stopped the entire city with a couple of words.
Yes, you did.
I got in trouble because of it.
Well, the best
I'm gonna see if I
things-
can get a hold of my sire while they do this.
Sure, are you gonna use communicate with something? I forgot the ritual.
I'm just gonna. Do I have his number?
No.
The blood's ritual number.
You don't have his number.
Oh, I don't have any way of contacting him.
You can try Aisha, but she might not have contact with him, especially for someone like him.
Oh, well, that rules that out. I don't want to be bonded to Aisha.
Why not?
Why?
He's just
Why
gonna
not just
go.
bond yourself to Fletcher?
No, that's not
Three-way
happening.
blonde.
No, Fletcher's. We need Fletcher with a clear head to be able to shut this shit down. And I know he'll do it. God, I wish this Ceres Adora was a kindred. I'd just have her do it. Knew I should have turned her.
I don't want to wait here until you figure out what you want to do, Toledo.
What are you impatient about? What do you have to do?
Because Shara wants to talk, okay? Because apparently the La Sombra
Sierra
are
wants
in
to
a
talk?
trouble.
That's your pressing thing? We literally just found out we're potentially being controlled by other entities, but Sierra wants to talk? And that's what you need? Oh. Oh. Once I'm in your head.
You don't even have assurance that you'll be able to override this bond. I don't know how this works.
It's how it works. I am a kindred. That's how my blood works. If this doesn't work, that means something's very wrong with me. And ain't nothing wrong with me.
Plenty of things.
It just sucks.
Okay. Fine. Then we're going to stand here for 3 nights. And we're not going to leave this fucking room until you two are done.
Well, Toledo has to find somebody who can bond him first, apparently, or something.
It's gonna have to be you. I don't have a way of getting hold of my sire. And the more we keep this in the coterie, the better. Coterie solves the coterie's problems.
It's the only thing I'd feel comfortable with, too. I'm remotely comfortable, partially, whatever.
Coteries problems.
So, what are you guys gonna do now?
I'm gonna lock him in this room for 3 nights.
I can't be locked in a room. I'm too powerful. If I want to get out, I'll get out. Fletcher,
Take him.
you're gonna have to stake each of us. And then you're gonna have to cut each of us each night and make sure we feed each other's blood.
Well, ain't this a fun little reversal of roles?
I can already feel myself resisting it, and once I'm back in Portia's good graces, I mean, you've seen what I can do. There's no way you're gonna be able to keep me here. Too
That's true.
fucking strong and cool.
I hate it when
I
I'm
knew
right,
this
but I
was
really
the-
hate it when you're right,
Please, Fletcher,
Toledo.
just bond him so he can make it stop.
Yeah, fine. I'm gonna stake the two of them just so they'll shut up.
Wait, can I bond myself to myself?
It doesn't work that way. Shush now.
You just stick him. His body goes limp as he lets this happen. I met Scarlett. I need you to roll something
Oh,
as he tries to stake you.
what the fuck? Okay.
Resolve and composure.
Oh my god, I don't have that. 4.
Roll something real quick.
Oh no.
Scarlett, as he reaches for you with that stake, you feel something within you. Actually, you should have taken a minus for that because you're willingly acting against it. You feel this thing within you. You hear its voice as it whispers in your ear, "You're seriously going to let this happen? Non-believers, enemies of our kind. Do not let them use you." It's up to you if you want to listen to it or not. But there is this apprehension that your beast feels towards Fletcher right now as he comes towards you with his stake in his hand.
I am gonna panic, turn into a shadow.
You're gonna go to Neighbor's avatar right now? It takes a turn, I believe.
Oh. Okay. Fletcher, I can trust you, right?
When have I led you astray?
Not gonna do anything wrong, right?
If I wanted to kill either of you, you would be dead.
No, I mean you tried before with Toledo.
Yeah, but this time I have a fucking bomb.
What do you mean you have a bomb?
Just be quiet and sleep.
Uh, I'm gonna try and stay here.
You are gonna stay here. You're just gonna be torpid there when we do it.
Alright, so you're just gonna let it happen?
Mhm.
Okay. You stake Scarlett Fletcher. And it goes right through her. And as you do this, Fletcher, if you care to look, or is this very nonchalant for you?
No, I'm gonna enjoy staking both of them as a bit of revenge for everything. It's been so long. I'm just gonna enjoy it for a little while.
Yeah.
And enjoy the peace and fucking quiet in this room.
You call it a win for you.
Ugh.
As you enjoy this glorious moment of just peace and tranquility, you don't have to hear Toledo or Scarlett bickering. You look up towards the ceiling and you see shadows creeping around. You see them sort of oozing, just parting their way from the ceiling, then down through the walls and down to the ground. And you can see them kind of creeping around both Toledo and Scarlett.
Phone light goes on.
Sure. Flick it on, try to wash it all away, but this time it's a little different. The shadows don't react. The light goes through them, but it does not illuminate the darkness. It doesn't cover anything, though. It just seems to creep around both Scarlett and Toledo as they kind of circle like sharks around them.
I'm going to make a call to... I'll use my contacts in... Actually, I'm familiar with Amazon at this point. I'll just use my online shopping. I'm gonna buy some big industrial lights.
Perfect.
I'm gonna send them to this location as soon as possible. If there's a light shop nearby or anything, I'm gonna bring those in. And also order a let's say 3 high-powered battery torches. That's strong. Big battery ones.
Wonderful.
And then when that's all underway, I'm going to take my knife and cut into Scarlett's arm and lazily flop it over Toledo's mouth. Just to make sure it does the job. Yeah, 1 for 1. And then once he's had a bit of it, I'm just gonna sit and I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna wait.
Just gonna wait?
All night. Until next night.
You're not gonna leave?
No. I don't trust leaving them out of my sight.
Okay. Absolutely. Time passes for you, Fletcher, and nothing extraordinary happens. You know that the Amazon delivery is probably gonna come tomorrow or next day or so. And both of these kindred are simply lifeless in their own regard. Nothing interesting happens. You just observe them for the remainder of the night, right?
Just gonna occasionally get up and slap one of their cheeks around, just be like, yeah, I know you're awake. I'm just enjoying the moment while it lasts.
That's my, yeah, I have a question for either of you. Do you activate your senses as you guys are in torpor? Do you try to get a feel of what's going on? It will cost you willpower to do so. If you want to, that is. Toledo?
Yeah, probably once a night, specifically during feeding. I'll will his senses and eyes open to creepily watch Fletcher as he does what he's supposed to do.
Sure.
Probably to wink at him too.
Fletcher, as you watch them, as you watch Toledo, you kind of just stand over them, looking at them, just maybe triumphantly as you've earned your peace and quiet. It might be out of your because of your imagination, or maybe it's just Toledo things. You notice his left eye kind of wink at you.
No, that's just it. I've been hanging around with these two for too long.
Okay. And the night continues on as you eventually pass out, Fletcher. The next night rolls around. Do you do anything else?
Checking my deliveries here, and
Seriously, Dora would have brought it.
Lovely. Then I'm going to cut both of their arms and then lazily flop them over to each other.
Sure.
Just make sure it dribbles in a little bit. That'll do. Squeeze the arm, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this is as uncomfortable as it is for both of you than it is for me.
And you watch them.
Yep. Another night.
You turn on these devices. We see a montage of Fletcher just sort of unpacking all the things he's ordered and putting the lights, setting them up the perfect way. This looks like a stage set right now, as with all the lights, how it's lit up. And these two are just laying there, flopped on the ground.
I'd be able to continue healing.
If you want to, yeah.
Same.
See the Morose checks. Okay. We see from Fletcher's perspective that their limbs are beginning to grow back, and perhaps they need another night to fix everything to go back to normal state. It's kind of disgusting as you hear them kind of stitch and layer their skin and their wounds together, and you see a bit of that blood being used up as Toledo now has like a baby arm flopping around. Well, it's not moving.
I would be. That's my last one. I'd be healed.
Oh, are you at? Oh, you're fully healed now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since we're doing a time skip anyway, yeah. And Scarlett's hand eventually returned to normal. But do you do anything else for the remainder of the night, Fletcher, on the second night?
Just poke his arm. I've done that before, but it's always weird.
Sister Isidora
Oof.
comes to check in from time to time, along with Claudia, who she doesn't let in the room, of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't bring her in.
Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. They're just in a rough state and I need some time out. They've been pretty bad.
I can believe that for Miss Scarlett, but for Father Toledo, I... She still isn't speaking.
Yeah, she might not. Need to organize her as some sort of psychologist, some therapy sessions. I'll pay for them.
I see. All right then. Well, I'm gonna go and take her for some fresh air.
All right,
evening.
take Max with you.
Of course. She nods and she leaves. Once again, do you remain here for the rest of the night?
Yeah, just gonna pass the time.
You can see the shadows are still there, though they kind of stay away from the lights themselves. It's the very, very corners of the room. They're just simply watching, it seems like. But the lights completely prevent them from doing anything else. Time passes, and you once again fall into day sleep, as they too fall into day sleep. As the third evening comes around, the scene cuts to Scarlett as you awaken in the pits of darkness that you've grown familiar to, but it's always strange to be here. It's always unnerving to be surrounded by shadows that are cold and unrelenting. You find no one here except for yourself under a spotlight.
It's like my dream. I tried to walk in one direction.
You walk forward It doesn't seem like you're going anywhere. The spotlight is trained on you. You walk for an inordinate amount of time, but you don't get anywhere. You don't see anything concrete. There's no silhouettes or anything. It's just pitch darkness.
Am I truly alone in here?
As you say those words, you realize there is no voice coming out. There's no sound. And you've seen this effect before. This is similar to being in a Stygian shroud, where no life is present, nor sound, nor light,
There's a spotlight on me.
except there's a spotlight.
Should I try and will away the darkness?
Yeah, absolutely. As you try to manipulate it with your own prowess, your own oblivion. They just seem to be constantly there. And then you start hearing it as you try to use your somber abilities, your obtenebration. You hear water running. It's like it's like not a wave, but more like a stream flowing downwards.
Can I follow the sound of water? There shouldn't be a sound of water.
It's all around you.
I look down.
You look down. You see a flash of black water sort of running down a stream. Just an image of it. Then you're flashed back into your abyssal sort of vision.
I know what this means.
You look to the left, you look to the right. Perhaps you look up and you see another flash of dark clouds encroaching upon this place. And as you look up towards the sky, you feel a drop hit your forehead, and trying to sort of run down your temple and your cheek. You feel another drop and another drop. And as you wipe away one of these droplets, you see a sort of a black ichor that is now coagulating on your fingers.
Hello? What's the consistency of the ichor if I crush it?
You don't, it's like it's wet.
Can I taste it?
Sure, you want to taste it? Go for it. Yeah, put it in your mouth. Yeah, okay, yeah. You put it in your mouth, and it doesn't taste like anything. You simply, for us, the audience, we see the camera kind of zoom in as she puts it in her mouth, and it sort of just is absorbed by Scarlett's tongue.
Come on, Scarlett, wake up. It's just another dream.
You hear something else with you. This time, it is loud and it echoes throughout wherever shadow realm you're in. Kind of passes you by. Young ones, always so curious. young ones tend to wander off into places they're not welcome in.
Who's speaking?
Would you like to know, child, Sombra?
Yes? Who are you?
What is it you seek from oblivion, child? I sense it within you. This drive for power. The need to be recognized by your peers. That hunger.
Who are you?
I am. And you are gone from the Shadow Realm. As we cut to Toledo, who was also experiencing a sort of dream. Toledo, I have to ask, where is the most comfortable place for you, at least in your memories? That's not the church haven. Go ahead and describe to us where you find comfort the most.
It's not the church. Probably. I mean, Toledo isn't the type of person who finds comfort from places as much as by busying his mind and his body with tasks and purpose. And he's been a nomad most of his life as well. But if it's not the church, which is usually one of the few places where the actual space brings him some comfort, it's likely to be some sort of like training area. Perhaps one of the halls of one of the Banu Hakim temples. When he's excelling at doing something he is trained to do, something he's good at, and he's making others proud and happy by doing the things he is good at.
Sure. And we see him in one of these temples we see a montage of Toledo, perhaps dreaming of some sort, of a scene, a memory perhaps. And as you're giddily doing this, Toledo, you hear and see a familiar person nearby. A person that resembles you. A person that is you, except it's not. He kind of fixes up his cowboy hat as he kind of just watches you, not too far away. And he says, well, we meet again, cowboy.
Indeed we do. How can I be of assistance, partner?
It seems that you've encountered some of these entities out there. It seems that you're trying to find ways to stop them from doing the things they do.
Is that how it seems to you?
The faith is the way. The faith will save us all.
Don't I know it, brother? Don't I know it?
Our enemies are out there, Father Toledo. They're out there making moves against us. These angels will not be taken by these demons, and we have to purge them from this world. Don't you agree?
I hope we are in agreement in this, yes.
The time for reckoning is coming. And I must ask you how you plan to participate in the war.
My purpose is twofold. To destroy those who would corrupt our kind, and to save the corrupted who are worthy of saving.
Indeed, brother. Indeed. In order for us to save those who've been tainted, what is it what we must do?
You keep saying we, but I haven't got a formal introduction. You seem to know an awful lot about me. Only seems fair that I know a little something about you, partner.
He smiles at you in this moment as he takes off his hat as he says, "You can call me Father Professor Toledo. I'm you, and you are me. We are one and the same, except you're out there and I'm in you. And you feel no sense of lying or manipulation from this individual. Matter of fact, you feel as if you know him, as if he's been inside of you this entire time, as if he is the blood that runs through your veins. Your
The
beast.
words are making sense, but I don't let anyone inside of me, especially me, unless it's me. You follow?
Oh, with all due respect, Father Toledo, we're inseparable ever since the embrace.
Well, if you are my conscience, I'm pretending to be such. Let's speak plainly. What decision is it that you're trying to nudge me towards? I think I've been doing a bang-up job.
The one that's been willing their control over you, you must make them pay for their sin. The one that is
Portia.
not of the faith, brother.
Okay. I have plans for Miss Portia, if that is what you are concerned with.
It does not stop there.
The good work never does.
There's people out there that need our help, cowboy. And you're the only one who can stop this madness.
I'm the chosen one.
Indeed, you are. Righteous.
I knew it.
You are the angel that we've all been waiting for. And it's time we move forward.
Show me the path and I will walk it.
First, remove any chains you have with those who don't believe in Cain. They will only hold you back.
Interesting. This is where I differ than some of my more sure-minded comrades in the church. But I hear what you're saying.
Be careful out there, Father Toledo. The snakes are watching, waiting for you to make a mistake.
Well,
feel
if you
it.
are truly me and know everything about me, then you know I don't make mistakes.
I trust you don't. That's why. You the king. You the angel.
King. King, Father, Professor. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. No. I like you.
As you say those words, the scene cuts to our third night. Fletcher. You awaken. There's still a soul poured. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I'm gonna finalize these two, feed them both each other's blood, and finish the bond between them both.
Okay.
That's all.
Is there anything else you do? Anything that interests you? Checking on Claudia, checking on Gabby.
I'm doing this
Alice.
first. Can't leave them alone.
Sure.
I'm doing this now, and once the bond is finished, I'm unstaking them.
Sure, this is the third night after all. And after the third night, supposedly the bond should be gone. It passes time. And perhaps ponder on what's next, what's coming. You've been staying off the radar for a while now, Fletcher. 3 nights. But you finally unstake them after some time. The both of you come back to life. And the scene returns to the 3 of you.
Just close your lips for just a minute longer, please.
Well, he says that I
In the
can
house of
heal
the lion.
myself. Did I roll too much? I think I rolled too much. Oh, yes.
Toledo's gonna sit up, adjust his hat, and immediately look at Scarlett, see how he feels.
You feel nothing has changed between you and Scarlett.
Scarlett, go iron my pants. God damn it.
Do I feel anything different with Toledo?
No?
Fletcher, you did everything correct, yes?
Yeah, it's super easy to do. All you do is drink blood and relax.
The beast does the rest, yes.
Yep.
It is possible that I have tamed my beast completely, but there's no way Scarlett has.
Uh-huh. And it didn't work.
That doesn't make sense. It works. It's literally in our blood. We can all do that.
Yeah, what if the one who bonded us is really stronger than both of us? I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't work
That's
that
the
way.
beauty of the bond. It's the one equalizer in all this.
Well, shit.
I have research to do. Hang on.
I'm gonna go hunting.
I need to do that
you
that
guys.
ritual again.
Sure.
Just let me finish the ritual.
Alright. I'm really, really hungry. So don't start spurting blood all over the place, okay?
There's two knocked
try
out
my
homeless
best.
people in the same room.
Oh, can I?
You'll probably kill them, but go ahead.
If Toledo would help me get rid of the body, Toledo?
You should not kill people. God, if you're bonded, this will be very.
And I'll just stay here until you.
Yeah, we'll hunt later. We'll hunt later. So let me finish this. Yeah, and I will do the ritual again to taste.
Sure.
I'll start with Scarlett, to taste her blood and figure out if I can sense anything different at all.
Sure. Let's see that rouse check and your roll.
Start sparking blood.
Get hungrier.
That's a crit. Okay. That's
That's a
double
double crit!
12
Oh
successes
my god.
and on a messy crit. Are you doing this for yourself or Scarlett? You have to choose.
This is Scarlett.
Okay. For Scarlett, you feel as if there is that intrinsic connection still. But it perhaps has grown weaker, or maybe she needs a bit more time. You can't tell what it is. Actually, with those 12 successes doesn't give you too much. Because it's not something else, another ritual, but we tell there is still connection still with her. But for you,
Oh, go ahead.
let's take these 12 successes over for you as well. So you spend another hour doing the ritual. You find that your blood is not bound to anything.
Oh, so my bond's broken. But I'm not bonded to her either. And she's still bonded to something, though. It's
You're not
just a
quite
weaker
sure.
bond.
You're not quite sure if it's an actual bond, but there is something there, something about the oblivion that she's connected to.
This isn't all bad. Honestly, this might be better.
What?
You're welcome.
What?
Fletcher, you're a genius. Whatever the hell
Thank
you
you.
do.
I
What?
knew
Am I
it
the
all along.
only?
You guys just have to listen to me more.
Drax, we aren't bonded to each other, obviously. I am no longer bonded to anyone, as it should be. Your bond might be broken as well, in this traditional blood sense, but there's something tainting your blood, something dark.
Like
That-
the abyss, like oblivion.
Yeah, this is beyond a blood bond.
This might just.
This is part of what you are, is tethered to something out there.
Might just be oblivion itself.
Intelligence
with that?
occult, all three of you.
What was the check, sorry?
Intelligence and occult.
Oh boy, just intelligence.
Is it? You okay?
6.
2.
Bestial failure, Scarlett. You get paranoid. You face the paranoia compulsion in this moment as you realize that Toledo is free from his bond, but you are not. And he is now speaking about things that make no sense to you. 2 successes for Fletcher, okay. 6 successes for Toledo. Toledo, you're on the right track. She is not blood-bound to anything, but was she blood-bound from the very beginning? Maybe, maybe not. But there is... You've heard of Lil Sombra. They're tied to something otherworldly. Something that no kindred can easily get into. Oblivion, obtenebration itself, is something completely different. And with those 6 successes, you're sure that she has connections to it. She's tied to the abyss itself. And it rings in your ear what your sire told you. And what have you been doing this entire time?
Scarlett, we have reached a point in your journey where we're going to... I'm going to take a more active role in cleansing. It's not your blood, it's your soul that needs my interference. Saving. We're going to work on you. We're gonna find you a purpose. And I know someone who needs you right now. And I think we should go help them. And then I'm gonna need you to trust me. And I'm gonna start teaching you about how to burn away some of that darkness that's starting to creep in.
I don't understand what you're saying. Okay?
You will in time.
All I know is that I want to go eat something and I just want to be out of this goddamn church. And out of you.
First of all, don't call a church a goddamn church. You're not here. That's messed up. Let's go eat. Let's go to the hospital to eat.
No. No, I want...
When's the last time you talked to Celia?
Celia?
Celia. You remembered the state she was in. Her tormentor is gone. Catherine. Yeah, you heard me. That's your first test. Good job.
I just want to
She was
be alone
tormented.
right now. Toledo, I don't care. Right now, just I don't want... I'm gonna go. Don't care.
Okay, yeah. Take a breather. Do what you gotta do. If you don't care about her, that's fine. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go out. I'm gonna go hunt.
Sure.
I'm gonna look at Fletcher. I think... I say we... I don't know if there's any saving in La Sombra.
Isn't that what I told you very, very long ago, Toledo?
Yeah, but you don't know shit about that stuff, but you happen to be right about this, maybe.
I've been fighting them for 200 fucking years, Toledo. I know them better than anyone.
I'm not letting her out of my sight.
Good.
And I'm gonna use Obfuscate and follow Scarlett.
Oh, I should have just left them staked forever.
Okay. Fletcher, what do you do as Toledo just simply vanishes? Go ahead and roll that rouse check, Toledo.
I'm gonna
You can
take
reroll
these...
that.
What'd you say?
Can you reroll that with your blood potency? Level 2 disciplines or just level 1?
Vanish is level 3. I do not
Oh,
have
that's
mine.
right. That's right. That's right.
Actually, I guess I don't need to use that since she's just walking out, so I can't
Yeah.
roll that. Doesn't matter.
Okay. What was you saying, Fletcher?
I'm just gonna set up these lights around the church. Make it a properly safe place. Actually, no, I'm going to take him back to the shared haven, set him up there instead. That's all.
Scarlett, you say you're gonna go hunt? How do you hunt?
Just a quick hunt, probably call a taxi. Give them the address to Diamond Yama and then feed on the driver.
Sure. Okay. Easy enough. Roll your wits and stealth for this. See if you can covertly feed on the driver in front of the Diamond Yama.
Can I use the shadow flow for this?
Yep. Later, you see her getting into a cab.
Yeah, let's go go along for the ride. That clinging of the insect, I'll just stick to the top of the cab.
Okay. Absolutely. With 7 successes, yeah. Hunger compulsion kicks in, but you're already feeding, so how much blood do you take?
2. Just 2.
Eventually, the both of you reach Diamond Yama.
I'm gonna go straight to the sheriff's floor.
Sure. Just follow her, Toledo. Okay. Time passes and you make it to the penthouse suite of the Diamond Yama. You notice a familiar face as the door opens up. As you see a Primogen step out of Sierra's office or penthouse suite, along with her security. You see Annabelle.
Good evening, Miss Annabelle.
Ugh. Good evening, she says two-facedly as she steps forward. She looks a little not flustered, but annoyed right now. She makes her way inside the elevator. Toledo, I imagine you're just trailing behind Scarlett. Eventually you get to her office, Scarlett, as you can see that she is once again looking out the window, or the glass wall.
Good evening, Miss Shara.
God. What can I do for you, Miss Scarlett?
Have I caught you in a bad time? And I just saw her.
Yes, your previous Primogen.
She's so
Honestly, I. If I had, never mind. What can I do for you? You're alone this time, I see.
Yeah. I mean, it's so hard to get away from those two. They're
Clingy?
overprotective hens. Clingy, yes, that's the word. I just want to be alone.
Yet you come to me to be alone. I hope you've been keeping out of trouble these recent nights, especially with the Justicar in the city.
Yes. Can't say the same for my coterie mates, but I'm doing my best for our clan.
I'd certainly hope so.
I had a being in the darkness. Have you had those before? The oblivion's just all around me, and there was a spotlight looming over me.
Not necessarily dreams or visions, but I have heard of kindred that experience these things. Are you versed in the discipline of Auspex, perhaps?
Unfortunately not. I should really learn it. Considering Toledo does have a habit of going invisible and peeping on other people.
That's not very gentlemanly of him.
Oh no.
Yes, you can learn Auspex from Toledo or the Tremere or the Malkavians.
I don't really know those up, but I'll find out how to.
But what brings you here? I'm on a tight schedule tonight, and you've caught me right after a meeting with Annabelle. She rolls her eyes.
I just wanted to check in,
Yes.
and if
I'm
there's
afraid
anything I can do to help with our plan.
Well, the immediate thing is just don't get in trouble. Especially with the hound part of your coterie, as she's the one who can easily prosecute you if anything were to happen.
What if he's the one doing the masquerade?
And make sure you are not caught within the vicinity. Either of your coterie members, whenever they do decide to break the masquerade, you're on very, very thin ice, as mentioned.
Right, I will leave you to your night. You have a good night for the rest of the night, Michelle.
She takes a good look at you. You seem rather disturbed, young one. Are you sure you don't want to talk about anything?
Is it safe to talk here?
She nods her head.
Father Toledo wants me to find a purpose or a path because apparently my soul is damned.
Oh, Lord. She says as she realizes what a heavy topic this is. Oh.
That's why, yeah, I know. That's why I didn't want to bring it up right after Annabelle.
Purpose. Don't you have a hobby or something? Don't you have a business that you'd like to attend? Don't you have an organization to run? I'm sure your father has plenty of work for someone like you.
Yes. Yes, actually, yes. I'm gonna go. I have just remembered something. Thank you, Miss Shara. You can call on me if you need anything. I'm sorry for barging in right after your meeting with Miss Annabelle, but I
Just thank you for your time. She says as she just realizes that she's running out of time as well.
thank you, and I'm gonna run out and excitedly try so hard to punch the damn elevator door to go down, but it's not working for a few minutes.
The security detail would probably reach over and press it for you as they do this for Sierra.
Thank you.
So later, do you follow or do you remain with Sierra?
I'm following.
Okay. You guys eventually get in the elevator.
I'm gonna
If you
go.
want-
I'm gonna go to the address that my sire gave me.
Sure. So you're just following, I assume? Completely all the way, just quiet, silence to death and everything. Okay. As you make your way out of the Diamond Yama, you would notice a particular individual walking in. Miss Stewart. She greets you politely as she says, "Good evening to you, Miss Leon." But she keeps moving forward.
Good evening. Stewart? Not sure.
In any case, you make your way out of the Diamond Yama. The scene cuts to Fletcher as he finishes up setting up everything at the downtown haven. Do you do anything in particular? Pay a visit to certain people downstairs? Go somewhere else? Find a Frankie? There's a lot of things that you are able to do. You're free as of right now.
Just gonna visit Alice at the hospital. Otherwise, I'm waiting for everybody to reconvene before we meet with Frankie again and do some things.
Okay. So you're going on the west side once again. I need you to roll wits and awareness as you make your way there driving.
Two.
The two successes. As you make your way to the west side of Chicago, perhaps through checkpoints and borders and whatnot, you get into the more wooded areas away from the cities. You would notice a particular vehicle who is stopped as you approach this intersection. Particular vehicle next to yours. As you look over to your left, you would notice someone you haven't seen in a long time on the driver's seat. Someone with long hair, gentle eyes, a very sort of Native American skin. He's sort of dressed in an all denim sort of outfit, and he just kind of looks over in your direction before he realizes who you are, and his eyes widen. His light turns green as he begins to turn left, but you are going straight.
I've seen Lester in visions before. Is this Lester Knife?
It's Lester Knife.
Okay, I'm driving up to him.
You gonna follow him?
I'm gonna crash my car into his if whatever it takes.
Okay. Well, you would immediately notice that as you begin tailing his vehicle, he's sort of maintaining his speed, but slowly accelerating. Maybe perhaps try to get away from you. Do you follow recklessly, or do you just trail behind
I'm
him?
gonna smash into the back of his car. If he's slowly accelerating, I'm gonna plant the gas, slam into the back of his car.
Okay, sure. No need to roll. Well, if you want to roll just to see how much devastation you can cause, go ahead, roll your
Why
dex and
not?
drive.
Why not? It's what I'm good at. Smashing into cars and causing chaos. 3 successes.
3 successes.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna willpower just because. 4 successes.
Successes. You step on the gas pedal and you accelerate and you smash right into the back of his vehicle and his trunk. He sort of, as his reaction to this, he sort of just kind of swerves and immediately, pulls over to the side nearby some trees and whatnot in a park.
I'm gonna pull over in front of his car, so he's not going anywhere, at least forward.
Okay. He steps out of the vehicle. And as he kind of looks at you, he begins to run into the woods.
Oh, Lester, don't do this. It's going to be a very short chase. It's going to be very embarrassing for you. Oh, fine. I'm going to sprint after him.
Dex and athletics, and he will roll his Dex and athletics. Oh, he's not very good at this.
Just a 2 for me.
Would you like the willpower?
Yeah, go on then. That's gonna...
Oh, that is a crit. Okay,
4.
6 successes.
Oh, sorry, 6, yes.
How do you tackle this? What does this look like when as you catch up to him?
Fletcher, being a trained soldier, has been sprinting and running for a very, very long time. So it's like he just finds the rhythm, and I think he runs up beside Lester and matches his rhythm and meets his eye running next to him and sort of gives him this look like, told you so.
How do you stop him? Or do you stop him?
Just grab him on the shoulder and stop both of us to a grinding halt.
Fuck! Oh, shit. God, let me go. Please.
Oh no, Lester, I've been looking for you for a long fucking time.
I didn't do anything.
No, you haven't. But I still need to talk to you.
Look, whatever the Camarilla's trying to pin on me, I swear I didn't do it.
That's nothing to do with the Camarilla, Lester. Ain't nothing to do with my job, ain't nothing to do with nobody.
Are you sure? Because the last time I checked, you're a hound.
Yeah.
One of us being their lackeys. Come on now.
You know better than anyone that I'm doing this to survive. It's a safe place to be. Rosa says I need to talk to you.
What do you want? I'm just minding my own business.
What business is that? Apparently you have something. You have something. Some weirdos have been telling me that you know more than you let on. So it's time to speak up, and it's just talking. I'll let him go at this point. I don't want nothing.
I know you're like a hound, but you don't have to. Whatever. Rose has been trying to get in touch with me for some time now.
Have you been avoiding her?
Who isn't avoiding the primogen of the Gangrel clan?
Then what?
Look, the Gangrel are already separated the way they are. Whatever Rose is trying to make me do, I'm not gonna do it.
What might that be? Do you have any inkling? I'm just trying to understand. I don't know what's going on between you two, but apparently you know some things that are going to be useful.
Look, I know something is disturbing the ecosystem, and I'm trying to figure out what it is.
So you don't know either.
I'm just trying to find out what's causing it. Rosa tasked me this a long time ago, perhaps a few months ago.
Yeah, I think she wanted me to check up on your progress, because we're all feeling it right now. Got anything?
I don't know, some birds have been spooked, some squirrels, small critters usually, were easy to talk to and chatter with. They don't want to talk right now. They refuse to speak.
Maybe you're too gentle with them.
I will not hurt those the inhabitants of this land. This land is sacred. Fletcher.
Right. Well,
My people
Look,
have been watching over this place for a while now, and this is very personal to me.
great. Look, fine.
I'll pull out just a little notebook, or like I think it'll be like a $5 bill or something, and he'll write his number on it and hand it to him.
If you find anything, you tell me, because... And this is off Camarilla books, you know? This is our shit that we're dealing with, our clan. It's got nothing to do with sect or anything. And I want in on this. Make sure it's okay.
A look of fear in his eyes grows, but you can feel a bit of determination from him as he looks at you as he says, "You don't want to know."
Believe me.
Fuck, I have to go. He looks at his watch on his wrist. Shit.
Get going.
He immediately takes off back to his car. It's his beat up car now. And he drives. Intelligence and what's an insight for you, Fletcher?
Just wits it is. Zilch.
Would you like to succeed at a cost?
Depends on what the cost is.
The intercompulsion of dominance.
Go on then. Why not?
You know he's hiding something. The way he moves, the way he spoke to you, the way he abruptly stopped and looked at his watch. Something's happening tonight. And if you want to get in on this, you have to go.
Oh, I guess I'll follow him in a distance.
Just gonna follow him. As you begin to follow Lester Knife, he makes a really quick stop to the west side. You're already on the west side, and you're familiar with this place at this point. This place is decrepit, and it's all sorts of, it's a mess. Nobody really cares about the people here, especially in the lower west side. You see him just use his animalistic presence to snag a homeless person and stuff him in a trunk. Funny, because you did the same thing a few nights ago. And he begins to drive off to the south side of Chicago. You continue following him?
Yeah, I'm intrigued now.
You drive and drive for some time, keeping your distance from his beat-up sedan. But eventually, you leave the west side of Chicago onto the south side, where it's a few abandoned homes here, a few abandoned apartment buildings. Some of them broken down, some of them burnt down over the years. Most of them are just pretty much not taken care of. Eventually, you reach this district where some of these apartments are occupied by perhaps homeless people, or maybe gangsters, mobsters, whoever there is there. You see them kind of just outside looking at your car as you drive by. You see Lester Knife's car park right next to an old Mason building. The brickwork is old, and it seems to be some sort of apartment, as mentioned. And The funny thing is that there is no one around this particular block of where this building is located. You realize soon enough that this is the building of which you saw in the visions.
All right, then.
I assume you're parked like a few blocks away just watching him.
Yeah.
You see him step out of the vehicle, open up the trunk, look around, see if anyone's watching him, and grab that body. Begin dragging him down into the building. I need you to roll something very, very quickly here, wits and awareness.
One.
Okay. Well, you don't notice anything strange about the way he enters it, but he goes inside and the door shuts behind him quickly as he drags that body down within that building.
I'm going to pull out my phone and I'm going to use the track my location application with Toledo's phone so that he can see where I am at all times. Or at least it'll share my location while I have connection. And then I'm just going to put it in my pocket and follow him.
Follow him inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you doing this stealthily, or are you just going about it the Fletcher style?
No, this will be more like his military operations. Breach and clear, check corners, make sure everything. He's probably going to draw his gun just because it feels natural to do so in that process.
Either roll your dex and stealth or wits and stealth.
I'm going to go with Dex, I think.
To covertly operate.
Is
in the
this
shadows.
is this against? Oh, sorry. Oh no, I'm getting that mixed up with something else. Never mind. 4.
4 successes, yeah. You stick to nearby cover, wherever covered. Nearby cars, lampposts, benches, walls, you name it. You're doing this like it's a mission. And you do. And as you make your way towards the front end of the building, you notice that the door is slightly ajar. You know it was closed, but it's slightly ajar right now. It's just creaking.
Just approach it, back flat against the wall next to it. Use the right hand as the gun, left hand is what pushes it slowly open, while the gun's up the whole time.
Slowly pushing it open, and as you creep your way in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maintaining your composure, maintaining that stealth. You do this successfully. But as you make your way inside, you notice a few things, Fletcher. There is a looming darkness here. Something that's descending from the ceiling towards the walls, towards a staircase right to your right, and there's a staircase down to your left, and you notice that there are shadows all around the place. Unnatural. It's cold, but it welcomes you. Do you go upstairs or downstairs?
First of all, I'm going to take my industrial flashlight, flick that on, and
Sure.
then go downstairs.
You flick the light on, and you see the shadows sort of dissipate as you illuminate the area. And as you begin descending down the steps, you would soon hear some gurgling noises, some inhuman guttural noises, wet sounds perhaps, of bones being crushed, organs being consumed, and the shrill, the subtle screams of the once human simply fade into silence.
Continue onward, I suppose.
Continue onwards. And as we see this, the camera panning as Fletcher begins to take step by step down the Masonic building's staircase. The door suddenly shuts behind him, making a loud noise that echoes throughout the building itself. And the scene blacks out as we end today's episode. Okay. That will be it. Find out what happens to Fletcher in our next episode. But yeah, huge thanks for everyone who tuned in today. Why don't we go around the table, introduce ourselves once again. I'm Lou. I'm your storyteller for this chronicle. You can find me on Crescent's VTM on Twitter and Louis Sleepy on Twitch. Toledo.
Hello, I'm Bully. I run things over on my channel Table Goth. We have a bunch of vampire stuff on our YouTube, and currently on Tuesdays are running a Monster Hearts game we're calling Hades High School. Combines Monster Hearts and Hades from Supergiant Games, and we're 2 episodes in, and it's been wild. So check that out.
I am Ethan. You can catch me at Ethan and Dragons on everything. Stick around in about 2 hours. We're going to be running our own Chicago by night game where our kindred are just about to sneak into the meeting, the regular meeting the Malkavians have every Thursday night, and see how that goes. Maybe some things will be discovered. Otherwise, keep an eye out. We have Hallstatt by night coming soon, so keep an eye out for that one.
And I am Rena, playing Scarlett Leanne. Check out tomorrow, Thursday, 6 p.m. EST. We are doing another chronicle, another episode of City of the Saint, where I am playing as a Hikata. We're currently in a flashback episode, which is kind of interesting, how we see everybody being embraced. Sunday, 7 p.m. AEST, we will be playing a one-shot Australian Sabbat road trip over at Zide Poltergeist with Becca as the storyteller. I'll be playing as Nine, the destitute Bahari who is somehow trying to infiltrate the Sabbat, which is gonna be fun. Monday, we got Minecraft Mondays over here at my channel. Wednesdays, we're gonna get drunk and we're gonna do another challenge called Hentai or Anime with Becca. So I hope you guys tune in and see how chaotic it would be. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great night. Oh, by the way, last call of Cradle of Cain. We are finalizing all the coterie. So if you're interested in guesting and other stuff, let us know. Message Nick at noble_Nick. He is going to be the one organizing the guest players. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. It has been a wonderful episode. Again, thank you so much for the support. Once again, this has been Call of the Abyss. Bye!